Anybody know who I am? All right, let's see. Uncle Bull says hot dogs, anyone? Haha. Captain Newbie said I could go for one. Russ said, yeah, me too. Even though, wait a minute. What up, Grill Sergeant? I feel like I need to salute you every time since it says Grill Sergeant. He's volunteering to fire up the crew. That's what's up. What up, Justin said bacon wrapped hot dogs? No bacon wrapping anything. Bacon wrapping stuff is cheating to me. Alright, Grill Sergeant said last time I did that, did Wagyu hot dogs wrapped in Kubota bacon. It was next level. Like Kubota, like the tractors? Put me on to something. I don't know anything about Kubotas. Alright, so we are in a different location. I'm actually sitting can't stay long. Had to walk the recycling and get the trash, I guess. No problem. What's up, Steven? Hey, yo, my Trini peoples. I would take a shot or something, but I gotta get up early in the morning, so no drinking for me tonight. Let's see. Crispy Bacon said bacon wrap hot pocket on a grill. What? Bacon wrap hot pocket? Jeez, it's like the Wagyu version of bacon. Oh, okay, well, interesting. So, tonight in my cup, I actually have some sweet tea. And I have, remember last week or 2 weeks ago, I had to pull out the backup cup because I left my cup sitting on my desk at work. And I have a Rockstar. So, I am not drinking tonight. I gotta help somebody, which is why I was late. I'll tell you guys why I was late in a second. So, Steven, what up, Terry? How you doing this evening? Steven says he can hear me. Good. Brother Steven, Terry, Brother Terry. Yes, indeed. Everybody knows everybody. How is everybody doing this evening? I'm seeing that this isn't the best light. On Point Barbecues asked if I was going to compete at Katowice next month. I'm not 100% sure. Honestly, I think last year there was a problem with my SCA subscription, and they canceled my subscription or my membership, not subscription, my membership, and I'm not sure. So I have some things going on where I really have not been like the competition thing really isn't for me. There's people out there like Dr. Pearl. He's Dr. Pearl and Carl. Those cats. Carl, he was next to me the first time I was out there in Katowice, and we bumped elbows again when I was out there the second time. And then when I was out there the second time, I talked to Dr. Pearl, and he tried to help and give me some nuggets of information. But I don't know, man. Competitions is just not my thing. It really isn't. Outdoors with Jeff, how you doing? Hit that thumbs up button. So thank you very much, Andrew, for reminding everybody. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. It really would. It really does help me feel better about doing these videos, as well as it helps these videos and it helps my channel, which is all I can do is say thank you guys for all of the help and the support that you've given me over the years, man. Years I've been doing this. So I am definitely appreciative. So I'm actually hanging out in my wife's office. This is the living room, but she has a desk over in this corner. Taste Tester number 3 is like full on camped out in the family room where I would be doing this live stream from, because there's an air conditioner in that room, and it will be a little bit cooler. But I'm sitting up front tonight, so you see the air conditioner over my shoulder there. It's showing 71, but it doesn't feel like 71. But anyway, I want to apologize for being late, but I was late for a very good reason. So, Dakota says, hey Dash, hey chat, hope y'all all are doing well. Yes, indeed, Dakota, I am. So, I was late today because a family friend, a subscriber, and actually he is even a patron of the channel, meaning, he's one of the guys that gets access to the videos early and has access to me and things like that. his kids were at my house today, right? And the reason his kids were at the house was because they were having him and his wife were having car trouble. So it was like, all right, having car trouble, not a problem. Well, hey, before, or actually, I took his kids back home. He's got two daughters. One of his daughters is in the same class as taste tester number 2, and the other daughter is in the grade younger or below taste tester number 3. So they're all cool and friends and stuff like that. So they're like, oh hey, can you they wanted to come over to they had some other things to do, and they're like, hey, let's make a play date out of it because they were leaving out of the house. So it's like, all right. So they hung out with us all day. Taste tester number 2's birthday was actually yesterday. So we went out to Dave & Buster's earlier today and we hung out. Got back home and they're like, hey, any way when you get back home, can you go over to their house and help the gentleman out with trying to troubleshoot what's going on with his car? I'm like, all right, cool. So I go over, try to troubleshoot, and he thought it might have been a starter. Come to find out, or at least I think the battery is smoked. He ran it out of gas, and he kept trying to start it, and it just wasn't working out. So I think he cooked the battery yesterday, literally. And so we got the battery out of the vehicle, SUV. Got it out of the SUV, and we ran to one part store. But there's Advanced Auto Parts and there's AutoZone. We went to Advanced when we needed to go to AutoZone. So of course we went 10 minutes to the AutoZone. To the Advanced Auto Parts. Hey, you need to go to AutoZone because they warranty this battery. They sold you this battery, not us. I'm like, oh darn. Boom! Fly down the highway 10 minutes to where the AutoZone is. Getting to the AutoZone, the guy's like, oh, he puts it on the battery like a little tester, and he's like, the battery's within warranty. So he said, but what has to happen is we got to test it, and then when we test it, we got to charge it, and then once we charge it, if it fails or if it doesn't hold the charge, whatever, then we will replace it because it's under warranty. I'm like, well, and he said, well, it's 8:55. We close in 5 minutes. He said, I can't even put it on the charger tonight. I'm like, well, great. I said, you know what? Give me the battery. I brought the battery back to my house. I have a battery charger. So I put it on a battery charger, and I'm going to get up in the middle of the night. This is why I'm not drinking tonight. Get up in the middle of the night, help my guy out, and we are going to hopefully get his car up and running so he can get to work in the morning. So, yeah, it's been an evening, to say the least. What's up, Ken? How you doing this evening, man? Been a second since I've seen you hanging out. Hopefully all is well with you in the great state of Texas. So, but yeah, that's why I was late, because I was helping him get that battery squared away. He's like, nah, man, you got to do your live stream. Nah, just leave it. I'm like, man, look, I'm over here now. We are going to get this thing resolved. We're going, I'm a goal, not task type person. And the goal was to get it done, get it resolved, and get him hopefully on the way. So unfortunately, because the battery was so smoked, literally, it was cooked. I couldn't charge it with the van, because I took Vanna over to his house to try to jump it, and that didn't work. So I was like, all right, look. So we tried to take it to get it replaced. They said no, can't replace it. Like I said, we went to the wrong store, then we went to the right store. But anyway, how's everybody doing today? How was everybody's 4th of July? What did you guys do for the 4th? I know there's not very many of you guys here tonight. Guns and Barbecue says, Dash, late. I couldn't see. Oh, he says, I'm late. I couldn't see my watch. Well, I was late too. You just missed the story on why I was late. I was helping out a friend, a friend, and actually a subscriber and a patron. So he is all of the above. And actually, he's more than that. He's family. Like I said, kids go to school together. We've been hanging out, doing things with the kids and all that stuff like that. So Blind Man Cooking. What's going on? How you doing this evening? Guns and Barbecue is so funny. He says, Dash, I'm late. I couldn't see my watch. It's an inside joke. He's visually impaired. I like self-deprecating people, you know. Definitely. Oh man, you don't have to. That's one of those things where I appreciate it. But I mean, really, if you are so inclined, you can. I mean, there are some benefits to being a patron. You can help with suggestions on videos. You can help. You can ask questions that I will try to answer sometimes on video. You can also um, you get access to the videos early. So today I was actually finished with the video last night, and I uploaded it last night, and I put it out for the Patreon patrons to see this morning. Normally I try to have the videos uploaded and visible by like midday on Wednesday, so you guys get to watch it before everyone else, and you can comment first on the videos before everyone else. But so yeah, definitely. And I mean, you know, you can become a patron with as little as $3 a month. So it just, I mean, it really does help. Every now and again, it's like that money comes in, and I'm like, all right, well, let me go get something to cook. And sometimes I'll cook with it and do a video, and other times I'll do a trial run or a test run with something I cook. So, so Guns and Barbecue asked Blind Man Cooking, how's it going? I'll help him out. I don't know if he saw your comment. G&B said, I like to support content creators I enjoy. Unfortunately, I always forget to subscribe to patrons, so I end up doing it in blocks. Oh, it's all right, dude, man. I'm dead serious. I am so very appreciative of of any and everyone who goes above and beyond to become a patron. It really is, and that's one of the things. I mean, like, I won't say I catch grief or I catch flack about it, but you know, there are people who don't like that I put that little thank you in the beginning of the video. But I want to put it in the beginning of the video because without those guys, I mean, it really does help. Every now and again, it's like, oh man, my account be looking kind of messed up in between paychecks. And it's like, oh hey, guess what? These guys that are willing to support you, they're like, you know what? Go get dinner on us. Oh man, you know what? Thank you. So, Blind Man Cooking says it's going well. Well, that's what's up. I'm so glad that you guys could join us. So, Guns and Barbecue. So hopefully, hopefully that naming contest. I don't know what other names you've gotten for your naming contest. Let's see. Guns and Barbecue said, if you are lucky, I'll remember within the next 3 months. Unfortunately, it's a serious statement. I understand. Look, I'm one of those people that if you get my attention, you have my attention. Don't lose my attention because I will forget. So let's see. Red Sweet says, where are you located? I live in Baltimore. I live in Baltimore City. Question J says, hey, yo, Dash, just stopping by to hit the thumbs up. Heading to bed early. I know that feeling, man. You know, it's one of those nights where, unfortunately, I had something else to do. I was helping a friend out, and I got here a little late. So I do apologize for that. I hate being late. If I'm not early, I'm late. That's how I feel. So being late, oh, gosh. Captain Newbie, holy cow. Captain lost his mind. Yes, indeed, he sure has. Much love to you too. Thank you, sir, so very much. What's up? Yeah, well, I don't know what the heck you were talking about there. Rain, and more rain. Well, Question J, hopefully the tropical storm, I guess, are you feeling the effects of the tropical storm or tropical depression? Whichever, or I don't know if it's Hurricane Elsa, but I know Hurricane Elsa hit Florida, and we're supposed to be getting some of the effects of it tomorrow night, possibly. Let's see. Deuce is definitely going to be going to the patrons for a vote. Even if it doesn't get selected, it might end up as a nickname. All right, well, look, I mean, my man is a 2A more than you are. I was like, why is he making this so hard? He's a 2A through and through. Just call him Deuce. It's like, my name's Deuce. I'm a 2A through and through. There you go. That's it. They call me Deuce. 2A through and through. Gabriel, how you doing this evening? Salud. So I'm drinking out of 2 cups tonight. All right. This is the main cup, and this is the backup. So in the main cup, I have some sweet tea. But, you know, I shouldn't be drinking all the sweet tea. And there's no liquor in this one tonight. I got to get up in the middle of the night. This one, so far, we have a rock star that I'm going to be drinking on. So we're just going to be chilling tonight, man. Not that, unfortunately. Hey, dude, I look, every now and again, the Guns Barbecue, GMB, I hit one out of the park. When I looked at that this morning, I was like, man, he's got to have a shtick. His shtick is like, oh, my name is this, but they call me Deuce. I'm a 2A more than you are. I'm a 2A through and through. Every time. 2 shots. He's a 2A. Not really getting dumped on. 11 inches in the last 2 days. Holy cow. Hopefully your bucket garden's doing okay with all that water. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Huh. Goodness gracious. Terry's like, GRC, El Barrio, what's going on? Is it Eric? Eric? Is it Eric? What's up with you, man? We gonna cheers. My sweet tea and my energy drink. No liquor tonight. Maters are done, they splitting. Oh man. You know what? You probably, well, I don't remember when you planted your garden, but it was early. Like, you planted around April, right? Late April, early May. And I'm sure all that rain that you've been getting is probably not helping. Not helping them to not split. We planted late this year. It was real late. My wife and I were both lazy this year. You know, it's funny. I actually just planted my potatoes on this past Saturday. Captain Newbie says his maters are still green. Yeah, so Russ, you are further north than Quester J is. Quester J is down in Alabama, so 1, it's warmer, and 2, they probably get a little bit more sunlight than you do down, up where you are. So he probably planted his tomatoes a lot sooner, a lot earlier, meaning he is going to harvest a lot sooner. Been doing good. Got another good checkup. That's what's up, Quester J, man. Yeah. Next year, I need to make a cover. Nah, you don't need to make a cover, because then what's going to happen is you're going to cover it up. You're going to forget to water them, and you're not going to water them, and it's going to be a whole thing. Just let them get soaked and let them get rained on. Just bring them in ahead of any tornadoes or tropical storms. Let's see. I had an ex tell me she wanted. Take it twice. No. I'm sorry, Quester J. I said Alabama. He's in Mississippi. I mean, they are like right next to each other. I think they are. I ain't got me question my geography. I can't check it because wait. Let's look on the map. I'm pull out the work phone. Hold on. I haven't even been drinking. So how was everybody's 4th of July, guys? Like, seriously, I am plumb out of. Let's see. No. All right. Yeah, Alabama's right next to Mississippi. Okay. You had me questioning my geographical knowledge. I'm so sorry though. But G and B, I can't help you with that one. I know now that I need to kind of pre-read stuff before I read stuff out loud. What up, Dexter Jackson? How you doing this evening, man? He said, Dexter checking in. Man, I had two big cooks Saturday and Sunday. He said he wiped them out. Shoot, I know that feeling. I definitely know that feeling. So, um, this weekend coming up, I had two cooks scheduled for Saturday, but my I'm trying to think, has he ever been on the channel? No, he's never been on the channel, but he's a good friend of mine. He got married on July 4th, so he got married on Sunday, and they're having a reception this coming Saturday. So he got married in Vegas last week, and they're having a reception at his home next week, or well, Saturday. So originally I was double booked on Saturday, and I'm like, all right, no problem. I'll cook. I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So then he's like, listen, with the cost of everything, he's like, you're gonna save me an argument if I don't have to see what the final bill was actually gonna be because I hadn't written him an invoice yet. So he said, would you still be my friend if, and I'm like, hell yeah, man, I'm not going to hold it against you because I'm not going to say can't afford to, but because the costs have gone up, like, I'm not going to be mad at you because of that. So because of that, I'm only now doing one event. And it's actually, I'm cooking, and then I have to go and not perform, but I have to cook on site. So it'll be a pretty interesting cook. Questa J said hit double nickels on the 4th. Holy cow, that's right. Happy belated birthday, man. Everybody, take a moment and wish Questa J a happy birthday. 5. That's what's up, man. I'm trying to get to that point for sure. You know what's funny, Questa J? I went up on the 4th. I went up to see my sister-in-law, not up to see, but we went up to my sister-in-law's house on Sunday. And I saw a mini truck that looked it was slammed, and it looked like it was on like some mini somethings, and I thought of you when I saw that truck. Like I did. It was all one color though, so it was probably been resprayed since the 80s or the 90s, but still I thought of you when I saw it. Guns and Barbecue, no, I don't pre-read everything. He said, I thought you was one of them fancy readers that pre-read everything. My bad. Nope. Nope. Terry says Saturday he cooked for 19 hours. Holy cow. I cannot say that I have never been there before. I have. When I do those like 200 and 300 person events, yeah, that's when I'm cooking for multiple days. And usually I try to break it up, so I'll cook like the chicken. I'll actually, yeah, I'm trying to think, what would I cook first? I don't even know. I can't remember now that I think about it. I think I cooked the chicken first, and then I cooked I cooked the pork shoulder and the brisket first because it took longer. So I could, if it were taking too long, then I could speed up the chicken if I had to speed up the chicken. So, yeah. Everybody's wishing Questa J a happy birthday, which is great. Guns and Barbecue says, happy birthday. Sorry, Dash told him late. Well, I look, I can't remember everything. And I do remember there are some of you guys who have birthdays on and around holidays and things like that. So I apologize. Thank you so very much, Jay, as always, for your support, and definitely happy belated birthday. So he says America celebrates, I think he said last year, America celebrates its birthday on his birthday. So, yes, thank you so very much, man. Terry said he was running 2 smokers. Well, again, that's one of those things, man. I can't say I've never run 2 smokers, because I have. No problem, Questa J. He says, thanks for the birthday wishes, guys. So, if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me, please. I would greatly appreciate it. It really does help me feel better about doing these videos. It helps my, Gosh, sorry. It helps my channel, and it also it really just it helps these live streams do better. So Blind Man Cooking said happy birthday. Thank you guys. You know, we really, you know, it's one of those things, man. We all kind of hang out and shoot the breeze every now and again. Hey, Question J, if you need to go to bed, go to bed. Don't let us have you staying up later than your bedtime. Because, you know, I mean, I know it's a good time and I know it's a good excuse to hang out and stay around. But, you know, if you need to go to bed, go to bed, you know. Papa Bear's Kitchens have ran 2 smokers for about 8 hours each day, Saturday and Sunday. That's what's up. So, Justin, what smokers are you using currently? I don't think I remember. Energy drink is almost done on that one. So other than that, what did you guys do for the 4th? You know what's crazy? I cooked the turkey. I smoked the turkey. And it was one of those things where I got up early on Sunday morning. And when I say early, I set my alarm for 3, or I tried to set my alarm for 3:30. It didn't go off at 3:30 because I don't think I ever hit save. That being said, I woke up, it was like 4:15, and I popped up, and I was like, did I sleep through the alarm? Like, nah, I didn't sleep through the alarm. Like, did I? And then I looked, and I never turned the alarm on. So I was like, dang, I was scratching my head. And I'm like, all right, well, shoot, I got to get up. So I told my friend, this is a good friend of mine, who ordered this turkey. She hit me up and she says, hey, you know, can I get a turkey for the 4th? And I'm like, at first I was like, I don't feel like doing a turkey. Like, I just don't feel like doing a turkey. But I said, oh, you know what? Sure. So I had one in the freezer, so I thawed it out, brined it, seasoned it, smoked it, and boom, it was done. So I started it. I put it on at 6 o'clock in the morning. It went in the smoker. It went in Vicky at 6 o'clock in the morning. And it was done. It was done like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And that wasn't even me pushing it. That wasn't even pushing it. So if I had multiple turkeys, that's when it would have taken a lot longer. But because I had just one turkey in Vicky, it was pretty smooth sailing. Let's see. Captain Newbie says, never marry a woman with the same birthday. Now it's our birthday. Well, that's unfortunate. I did 5 racks of ribs for the 4th. That's what's up, Russ. Only 5 racks? How did you do 5 racks, you know? Did you do a couple spares and a couple baby backs? Terry says the 4th was hamburgers and hot dogs. Typical. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. You know what I cooked on? Like I said, the only thing I cooked on the 4th was a turkey. I didn't cook a single hot dog. I didn't cook a single hamburger. I cooked nothing for us. We went to my sister-in-law's house and she hosted. You know what else I did for the 4th? I cut up a watermelon. That was it. I cut up a watermelon. And like I said, I did that turkey. All right, Question J. So Question J says, okay, I'm out. Sleepy Mass taking over. Night, everyone. Good night to you too. And happy belated birthday again. All right, so Justin said, currently have Oklahoma Joe Bandera vertical offset and Oklahoma Joe Highland barrel offset. Okay. I kind of think I remember that, but I don't remember that. So if I ask you again, don't be offended. Because Stinking Good Barbecue, he says, good evening, Brother Dash. How you doing this evening, SGB? Stinking Good Barbecue. I understand that. Oh, goodness. Justin said I have the LSG 30-inch vertical on order. Should get it November, December. Yeah, man. I so want to just bite the bullet and buy one of those things, but I just can't afford it right now. And you know, it's one of those things where I can't afford it because I'm not cooking, but if I get the thing, then I'll start cooking, and then it's like, yeah, it's a catch-22, like, for real. I just haven't been busy enough to justify a bigger smoker right now. But it's like I have those onesie twosie cooks where I'm like, dude, I need a bunch. I need a rack of space. I need a rack of stuff to, to be able to cook. Like this weekend. So this weekend, I have. So hold on, let's see. Steven says, I did not put any salt on the watermelon. You know what's crazy? While I was cutting it up, I did take a liberty to taste it and make sure the watermelon was good, but I didn't put any salt on it, which was funny. But we put it in the bowl and I took it to my sister-in-law's house. So I didn't even get any while I was at my sister-in-law's house because it was one of those things where the watermelon it kind of went into the refrigerator as soon as we got there, and it was pulled out later in the day. And once it was pulled out, we were actually getting ready to leave out. So I did not get any. Let's see. Victor said howdy. He said he's heading to work. He's embarrassed to say he cooked nothing on the 4th. No need to be embarrassed, man. Sometimes you know what's funny, and this is one of those things that I'm gonna say a lot of people don't get. But when you cook a lot, when you get the opportunity to not have to cook, you take advantage of it. I know I do. Because I'm like, oh, we're going somewhere for the 4th? Okay, cool. I don't have to worry about cooking hot dogs, hamburgers, steaks, or anything. I'll take it. Even though I have to drive 2 hours one way and 2 hours back. I'll take it. Russ says, hey, don't forget to smash that like button. If you have not already, hit the thumbs up button for me, please. I would greatly appreciate it if you could. Thank you so very much, Russ, for the reminder. Greatly appreciate it. So what else did you guys do for the 4th or not do? I guess Victor and I are in the not do category because we did not do anything. Well, again, I smoked a turkey. So it's so funny. I have not smoked a turkey in Vicky the Vertical Smoker in years. And you know what I did? I went back and looked at my old video. Definitely every now and again, you can look at your own notes. My videos are sometimes my own notes. So I went back and looked at the holy cow. I went back and looked at the video and I was like, oh wait, I did this. I put it that way. I did this. I did that. And I thought about doing a newer, updated video, and I was like, I don't feel like it. I just had a leisurely day, and I had a leisurely cook, and that's all I was worried about doing. So Justin says 6,000 with shipping and add-ons. Asked the wife, aka financial advisor, if I should get the LSG or down payment on a truck. She said, if you get your truck, you'll never get the smoker, so get it. I know, man. What's so funny? There are times like pivotal moments in our lives where there are times you just have to treat yourself sometimes, and treating yourself sometimes might be all right. I'm gonna treat myself and buy this thing that's gonna cause me more work, but guess what? In the long run, I'm gonna make this money back and then some. So that was me when I sold a motorcycle to buy Bessie, the kick-ass smoker. So, and I mean, one of the best financial decisions I've ever made in my life to buy that smoker. And I have used that smoker, and that smoker owes me absolutely nothing. I've made so much money off of that thing, it's crazy. Victor says exactly. When you cook a lot and you don't have to cook, you don't cook. Guns and Barbecue says, you are spot on, Dash. Yes, indeed. Did you make some mustard on that? No, I did not. You know what's so funny, Justin? Funny you say that. I have been watching people left and right put mustard on watermelon, and I mean, I'm not saying that that's something that I'm going to be doing. I'm just saying that's something I have not done yet. If I think about it and have some watermelon, actually, I think we might. I can't see into the kitchen. I think we might have another watermelon. Let's see. Guns and Barbecue says 4 hours round trip beats 16 hours babysitting a brisket. Woo, boom. I pound that one out. Put your hand out. I'm going to give you a pound for that one. Boom. Fist bump. For sure. He said a 4-hour round trip beats a 16-hour babysitting a brisket. Well, see, now here's the thing. I don't babysit brisket for 16 damn hours. That's crazy talk. You need to bump that heat up a little bit because there's no way. Only time I'm taking a double digit, and when I say double digit, I'm talking 10 to 12 hours cooking a brisket is when I have I won't say 50, 60 pounds of brisket, but when I have, 5 to 10 briskets to do, and I have to cook them in the big smoker, like one of the bigger smokers. Other than that, ain't no way we taking some odd shoot all that time to cook. No sir. Steven say, hey, this other me giving the other thumbs up. I appreciate you guys, man. Those of you guys with multiple accounts, man, thank you twice. And or 3 times or 4. I mean, it depends on how many multiple accounts you guys have. Let's see. Captain Newbie said he did something very strange. I have a 6-month-old puppy, LOL, bloodhound shepherd mix, but I walked her around the block during the fireworks and she didn't care one bit. Man, I tell you what, you know what, Russell? I have plenty of friends who have dogs who, I mean, like, whew, them dogs are traumatized from all of those fireworks, especially in Baltimore. It is bad. Like, it is really bad, the fireworks. Darian said mustard on watermelon is overrated. Well, hello, Darian. How you doing this evening? Stinking Good Barbecue said, now tahine on watermelon. Now that I can get with. Definitely I can get with on the tahine. Victor says the large LSG, the Lone Star Grill, IVS. You guys have to expand upon what you're saying. I know you might be using your phone or a tablet or whatever it is, but not everyone knows what those abbreviations are. So I'm going to ask you guys to expand on those abbreviations just to make it easier for everyone who could be possibly reading the comments or, you know, watching along. So Victor says the large Lone Star Grill insulated vertical smoker, he said it rocks. He just got one about a month or so ago, and he's been doing some cooks on it I won't say every now and again, but slowly. Russ said, I don't like tahine, sorry. It's okay. You know what, Russell? It's okay that you don't like tahine. You know, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So it's okay. Like, you know, it happens. It happens. With you, I'm a 275 guy when it comes to the brisket, 8 hours tops with a 2 to 4 hour rest. So I usually try to keep my I usually try to smoke everything at about 250 degrees. Those people who are like, oh, I'm smoking stuff at 200. Why? You're trying to get a brisket to about 200 degrees. If you're cooking or smoking it at 200 degrees, I mean, you might as well put it in a sous vide bath for that, you know. I mean, why? Like, why? No. So I'm trying to cook between, like, I'm trying to average 250 degrees in my smoker. All right. When I say, obviously, you guys possibly, some of you have seen that fire management video where I talk about when you add wood in, the fire's going to go up and then it's going to come back down. And then, you know, you kind of hit that low point, that 235, 225, and then you throw more splits in and then boom, it takes off like a bouncing ball and it just up and down, up and down. You know, like I said, I'm trying to get that average at 250 degrees. Average 250 degrees. Oh, Jimmy says, hey, yo, what's up? Jimmy, let's see. Oh, no, it's not on this. It's on my other cup. So, Jimmy, I know we talked about doing something on the 17th, but I am going to be traveling. Unfortunately, we will talk offline. I was hoping to be able to come through, but I got family matters to take care of. Let's see. Captain Newbie says, yep, my neighborhood dog loses his mind. Oh, my neighbor's dog loses his mind. I'm definitely blessed. Indeed. Oh, yeah. Chris Brand says, what up from down under? Hey. There you go, so you can see me the right way. Hold on. I should have turned. Hey. The phone didn't like that when I turned it upside down. It was like, rotate, what are you doing? Cousin Barbecue says, people look at me like I'm speaking blasphemy when I say that about brisket. Never understood why guys want to slave on a brisket for that long. Me neither. It's just okay. You cooked the brisket. Wait. You cooked and wasted fuel on a brisket, cooking it for how long? All right, if you put your brisket next to my brisket, and blindly gave it to someone to taste it, they're not going to taste it and say, oh my gosh, this brisket is better. It was smoked for 16 hours versus this brisket is better. It was smoked for 8, or it was cooked for 8 total. Like 6. On a good day, on a small-ish brisket, I mean, we're talking 10, 12 pound brisket. Oh, I had them brisket. That brisket will be done in less than 6 hours. Less than 6 hours. I ain't got time to be fighting with a brisket all daggone day. And then usually I rest the brisket. I try to rest the brisket for at least 1 hour, maybe 2. That's about it. Once it gets past that 2-hour mark, it starts to get cold, and then you end up fighting with it a little bit. I still want it a little warm. John Larson says, "Hey now." Chris Brand says, "Good day, mate." Yes, good on ya. Captain Newbie says. John Larson said, I bought an LSG pellet grill. Lone Star Grill pellet grill, used last month. Quality. Nice. Well, glad to hear. I have been wondering how the Lone Star Grill pellets were going to work out. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm trying to think, Jimmy, because the whole thing is I'm gonna be up and down 95. All right. And when I say up and down, I'm gonna be up and down 95. We might have to. I gotta look at the map again, and like look at the timing, because it could be, maybe if it's a quick stop and take a picture and throw the box in the van, then maybe that's what might have to happen. But I want to hang out with you, man, like for real. Stinky Good Barbecue says thinking of getting the ABS pit boss rotisserie. Any advice on rotisserie? So I love my rotisserie. I don't know what the ABS pit boss rotisserie is, but I love my rotisserie. I use the rotisserie. I seem to only use it for porchetta, but I like the rotisserie that I have for my Weber kettle. I really do like it a lot. But it just seems that the thing that I use it for most is porchetta. My family loves when I do porchetta, and honestly enough, I'm overdue for doing porchetta. So let me not say porchetta loud, because they will start requesting it. Like, you haven't done one in like 2 months. Chris says, I'm considering pellet grill. Is it true pellets give a particular taste? So Chris, I have a video talking about pellet grills, and it's one of those things where people want to compare a pellet grill to a propane grill to a charcoal grill, to a wood burning grill, or a wood fire grill. And I say in the video that you can't compare them, because and I make a comparison to a pickup truck, a commuter car, a sports car, and like a minivan or something. And I say each one of them is different. Each one of them has their, the things that they're better at doing. Each one of them has a purpose. And I can tell you from experience, out of all of the grills that I have, I use my pellet grill the most. And I use the pellet grill the most because of convenience. Convenience is the number one thing when it comes to cooking sometimes. How convenient is it? Because, if I were smoking a brisket, I personally would not smoke a brisket on the pellet grill. I did smoke a brisket recently. It was the second brisket I ever did on the pellet grill. And I'm just not a fan of how the pellet grill I have does briskets. Now, it could be my pellet grill. I have a Traeger Pro 22. It could be my pellet grill. So I'm not going to say all pellet grills. I'm not going to generalize all pellet grills are this way, because some of them seem to perform better than others. But my pellet grill, the one that I have, the one I have experience on, I don't like how the pellet grill does briskets. So I don't do briskets on the pellet grill. I have my steel drum outside. I have Charlotte, the Weber kettle, and I even have Sammy, the Big Green Egg, on the side of the house. So aside from the Traeger, so I have 4 different options on the side of the house. Now, if I need to cook a bigger brisket, or if I have more than one or something like that, what I'll probably do is, if it's 2, I might use the drum. If not, depending on, sometimes it's the time of year and if windows are open or not, because the smoke from the drum, it bothers my wife, especially like if she's sleeping. It'll give her bad indigestion. So I try to take pity and I try to, be considerate. So that's when I will cook in the garage and I'll use Vicky. And if I have a big enough cook, then I will use Bessie or Bernadette. Probably won't be using Bessie anytime soon because Bessie is she's getting up there and she's showing her age. Uh, Guns Barbecue says I have a 22-pound brisket sitting in the freezer. Dude, I am no, 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 no. I don't like cooking briskets bigger than like 15, 16 pounds. 17 is the absolute like max. I have found that there is no value add in cooking a huge brisket. To me, I find that, again, this is my own opinion, I find that the bigger the brisket, the more fat there is on the brisket, and I end up just trimming it away. So the I won't say the cost benefit of having to cook one brisket versus two, I don't see it. Like if the six in one hand, half a dozen in the other, I'd much rather cook two smaller briskets in a half or 2/3 at a time than it would take me to cook one big brisket. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Thank you, Justin. I definitely appreciate it. Yes, indeed, Jimmy. We will definitely do the math. Fantasy Barbecue. How you doing? He says, "Hey yo, Jimbo Q says, oh, different animals. Yes, sir. Jimbo Q. Hopefully, you are doing well, and your grills. You started to like accept and take delivery on your grills and start getting them cooking." Chris Brand said, rotisserie advice for pork crackle. Turn the motor off when the skin's over the fire. So, what's crazy, Chris, is the porchetta that I do. They actually prefer the porchetta that does not have the skin on. I did a skin on porchetta. They didn't like it. They didn't, and I don't know what it was like, what I was doing wrong, because I'm sure it was something I did wrong. But they preferred the skin off and just the way that I do it. I don't know. Things that scares me, or should I say concerns me, is what they're sticking the pellets together with. So Captain Newby, for what from what I understand, and your mileage may vary. It depends. I feel the same way about charcoal briquettes because they put fillers in the briquettes to slow them down. And that's one of the things that a lot of people don't necessarily know. They put filler in the briquettes to slow them down and to give you a more predictable and even cook. Lump, that's why people don't like lump charcoal, because it's so unpredictable. And unpredictable being in that it cooks a lot faster, it cooks a lot hotter. Again, those additives and those things that are in the briquettes that bring the heat down, reduce the heat, are what's going to produce even heat, which is good, and it's a detriment. So I feel the same way about pellets. Definitely, I don't know. Justin says use a rotisserie for picanha. Dude, man, I'm telling you, I'm cooking picanha, I'm sous videing it. I don't want any way I could mess up the picanha. Not at all. No problem, Chris. It was, I'm trying to think what it was called. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to, this is when, so usually I have my laptop in front of me, and don't allow. Usually I have my laptop in front of me. Let's turn this map off. I used the map one time. So let's see, YouTube. Hold on. Give me a second, guys, please. My channel. Search. Pellet versus charcoal? No. Okay. So the video is called "How Do Pellet Grills Compare to Charcoal or Propane Grills?" Let's see. Let's try to share this. Copy the link. And then let's try to go back here. I'm gonna see if I can comment. What? Did it work? Holy cow, I'm behind in the comments. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Oh man, Steven. Steven is on it, man. I wish I could, man. Brother Steven, thank you. John Larson says right on with the grill comparison. Well, that's what's up. Holy cow, Justin. He said 30 count. Justin said for the count, final count. Oh, yo, Justin. Cheers, man. Thank you, Justin. I really appreciate it. Chris says he's got the red Kamado, definitely cook at a lower temp and it always burns the heat side. Always burns the heat side on it. Yeah. Victor said each cooker is different. They have their good and bad points, indeed. So you know what's so funny? Steven, he beat me to it, and as I was talking about it, I probably should have already gotten the video get going. But Steven, dude, man, I cannot say thank you. Big up to Steven. I definitely appreciate you hanging out. So if you do not know who Steven is, Steven and Jacqueline, they do a bang up job of like Caribbean cuisine. I won't even say cuisine. They do some banging Caribbean cooking. I still want some shark though. I still want some shark. So Justin said he is back. All right, Chris, thumbs up. Captain Newman says don't hate, but I have a gas smoker and I throw chunk wood and burn tray benefits stable temps. Yes, indeed. So again, so here's the thing, right? You will never ever hear me talk down about a different type of cooker. And here's the reason why. You're doing it. You're doing it. You know how you see people at the gym and you have somebody who's jacked, right? That, you know, they husking and they, you know, picking up 1,000 pounds versus that person that really can only pick up 10 pounds. They're there at the gym doing it. And there's plenty of people who are not. And you never know what their situation is. They could be coming off of some sort of injury, some sort of surgery, some sort of something. So I never look down on anybody who's out there cooking. There's a guy out in California, his name is Jay. You guys know Jay. Jay's Brappin' Barbecue. Yo, Jay cooks on a $20 18-inch. He calls it a cheddar because he calls it a cheap ass Weber. His cheddar. Jay has been cooking on that cheddar for years. Years. And I won't take anything away from Jay. You know why? Because Jay is doing it. And in his apartment where he lives, that's the best thing that he can do, the only thing that he can do. Why would I talk down to him? Why would I put him down? Guess what? He's doing it. So, yeah. Like, people who are like, oh, they crap on propane grills, they crap on pellet grills, they crap on... I mean, is one thing better than another? Yes. Is, you know, we all have to start somewhere. Let's put it that way. So Jimbo Q says he's got the Hunsaker drum so far. Nice. Actually, was thinking about using the Hunsaker ring for something the other day. I was like, was it half chickens I was thinking about? I can't remember, but I was like, maybe I'll try it on that because I have the Hunsaker ring and I've never done it. Stinky Good Barbecue says I have the Timberline 1300. He said it cooks briskets great. What's up, Laura? I'm so sorry I'm behind. Guns Barbecue says I've given it, so I'm not complaining. From family member wanted it for a party and then they canceled the party. I asked them when they wanted to grab the brisket and I was told to keep it. Cha-ching! That's what's up. Victor said, hello, Victor. See, this is when I was talking about the briskets and using a smaller brisket. He said there's a reason Franklin smokes 10-pound brisket. He said there's less waste. Chris Moran says briquettes have lime in them. I saw a how they make them video on YouTube. Okay. Oh man. So Captain Newbie says slow them down with chemicals, weigh them down with cement. Go ahead and sift your ash. Yeah, I hate sifting the ash, man. I know, like I pull out a lot of ash from I have a lot of ash from my cookers. So Guns and Barbecue says, yeah, but you're spot on about the meat to fat ratio on big briskets. Yes, indeed. So there I posted the video. Says Steven and Jacqueline, he's cracking up. Steven, Uncle Bull, how you doing? Welcome back. He's kind of chilling Jealous Devil is pretty true. So Stinking Good Barbecue. So you know what? I have not been lucky enough to, I won't say find the Jealous Devil. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Might as well. I got my work phone. Might as well watch it on my work phone. I'm gonna turn this way so I can make sure that everything's still good. So let's see, Jealous Devil. I have not had the pleasure of cooking with the Jealous Devil. I cannot seem to find it local to me, but I have not been looking very hard either. Steven, definitely appreciate you. John Larson says 15-pound briskets no longer than 6 hours in the Wichita, 275 to 300. Yep, definitely agree. You know, he said 15-pound brisket. I can do a 15-pound brisket in 6 hours, but I try. So here's the thing, and John, this is how I get away with that. I will smoke my briskets at 250 for the first 3.5 to 4 hours, depending on what it looks like. Sometimes 4 or 5 hours, and then I will bump the heat up. I'll wrap it up in a foil pan and foil tightly, and then I'll bump the heat up to 300 degrees. So 300, 325 if I'm in a rush. So that's how I kind of I get to that same average in the same amount of time. Jay is not Big Rome. Big Rome is down in Texas. Jay is down in Jay is out in California. He's in LA. Nah, Steven, well, you got a 22-inch chebber, but your 22-inch chebber is bigger than he's got an 18-inch chebber. Like, yeah. Yeah, and Jay, Big Rome is Rome. Yeah, he's Romeo. That, you know, Big Rome in the house. So Terry says I'm smoking on 2 cheap dining glows. Look, get it done. Here you are. Oh no problem. What up, Mike? How you doing this evening? Uncle Bull says, "Oh, I've been here, just hiding in the background, trying to educate it. I guess trying to get educated. Sure enough, man. So Justin says Myron Mixon smokes briskets hot and fast. Now that is something I just can't get with. Like I don't know. I haven't figured out how to make it work. Like I have a method that I use, and I like the method that I use. And unfortunately, it's one of those things where I kind of I stick to what I know and what I like. Jack, hopefully you are doing well. Jack, please tell Betty I said hello. I miss you guys in the stream. I'm glad to see you guys are doing okay. Hopefully all is well with you. Jack says I have an Oklahoma Joe. I wish I could throw that thing in the middle of the dump. Stinking ashtray. He said he's buying an electric smoker. So with the electric smoker, consider a propane smoker. I said not propane, a pellet smoker. Sorry, Jack. That might give you a little bit of a, I won't say an advantage, but kind of a middle of the road, best of both worlds. Urban Culture Kitchen, how you doing this evening? Russell said, "Ah, man, a new welder is fun. I tried the plasma, okay, and I TIG welded. Yay, me, TIG." You know what's so funny, Russ? I was contemplating. I said, you know, I really want to buy myself a plasma cutter. I have been looking at plasma cutters, looking at plasma cutters for years, and I just have not treated myself to a plasma cutter. I'm like, it's one of those like evolutionary tools that I need in my garage. Like I need a plasma cutter in my garage, and I just haven't done it. Uncle Bull says, Jack, I love my Oklahoma Joe. Justin said I bought an ash vacuum. It worked great once. I have an ash vacuum too. I think I've used it once, maybe twice. And same thing. It's just, you know, it's ash, so it clogs up the filter. And I used to use a shop vac to help clean out smokers, but I found over the years that just using a simple dustpan and a broom is really all you need. Obviously, you cannot use a ash vacuum or a or shop vac when the ash is hot. Ask me how I know. You okay? Are you still awake, or you look like you look like you sleep? What? You need what? Oh well, you need to sit on the couch. Put down a blanket or something and sit on the couch as opposed to the floor. Or you could go to bed. Turn everything off if you're going to bed. Turn the TV off. This taste tester number 3. You want to come say hi? She looks like she's about to pass out and go to sleep. She looks tired. You say hi, everybody? Hi. All right. Go ahead, get your stuff together, turn off the TV, and go upstairs. Jay had the great season. Hey, turn off the TV. I still hear it on. Oh, all right. Is he sleeping there? Are you sure? Yeah, Steven said Jay had a great seasoning for fries. Yes, we still use it. We still have some. I've been using it very sparingly. Jay's, what was it? What was the name of his fry seasoning? It was pretty good. Eric says, sorry I left. Don't apologize. I'm going to shave the beard, bro. Just ask him. I don't want to. I like my beard a lot. I cut it down every now and again. Uncle Bull, I'll tell her. Laura, I'll tell her you said hi. Captain Newbie, thanks, man. Number 3 says plasma. Urban Culture Kitchen says, hey, little one, brisket. Do you know Dash? Yeah. Wow, we have enough wrenches in here tonight to keep the Weiss 4 running. Come on, man. Look, do not give me any grief. You know what's so funny, Jimmy? Speaking of Fords and running, so Vanna, I tried to go out and do something in Vanna. Today's Wednesday, so it might have been yesterday or Monday. And I tried to start the van up, and it would not start. And I'm like, oh boy, what the heck? And I'm like, what is going on? So I need to do an oil change in Vanna. I've been neglecting Vanna. You know, Vanna is the all-purpose knock-around vehicle that I just get in, start up, and it goes, right? Fuel, and then that's it. So I am overdue on an oil change on Vanna. And I tried to start Vanna up the other day, and she was not having it. And I'm like, man, I'm racking my brain, like, what the heck is going on? Like, the batteries are charged, there's fuel, like, what the heck is going on, right? And I know that I was having an issue before where the van wouldn't start because there was a leak in the internal oiling system, and the van starts off of oil pressure. So if the oil pressure, if it can't build up enough oil pressure, the van won't start. Well, guess what? If I don't have enough oil in the van to build up the oil pressure, it also won't start. I ended up adding a couple quarts of oil to the van, and she's running right as rain. Yeah. Let's see. Nice. All right. So yeah. Nice. All right. So I'm sorry. I'm getting a couple text messages right now. I got somebody that's sending me text messages. So hopefully they're not bothering the stream. Let's see. That's what temperature should I start smoking the brisket? First one, 14 pounds. What temperature should I start smoking a brisket? I mean, my whole thing is this, right? You guys have seen me. Like if I start my smoker I will start the fire, season the brisket or season whatever meat that I have, and then come back to the fire. I do not always wait for the fire to come in. Like I know my smokers, okay? I know where they will settle in, okay? So what I can do is I can put the brisket into the smoker at 160, 170 degrees, 180 degrees. And then once it settles in at 225, 250, and I'll let it ride at 250, right? So you don't have to, because you put it into the smoker, you're starting that cook. You know what I mean? You're starting your timer. So as opposed to just wasting that fuel, when it's getting up to temperature, when it's going to settle in, I'll put the meat in there. And it'll help it to settle in and give me a true temperature, because what's going to happen is if you let the smoker settle in and it settles in at 250, right? Then you open the door or open the cabinet or open whatever, and then you put your meat in. That meat is going to suck some of the heat out of the smoker, so then you got to fight to bring it back up to temperature. But if you put the meat in at the same time, as it's coming up to temperature, you can get it to settle in at the temperature with meat, and you're good to go. So I don't, people like, oh, I'm gonna wait 45 minutes before I put. You be fine. I mean, I'm definitely gonna wait until you get that dirty smoke off of the fuel, but I'm not waiting for it to come fully up to temperature. Johnson's been using the Hobart plasma cutter in my shop for a few years now. It'll change your life. He said, water jet is next. Yeah, man, I wish. There it is. It felt like the dodgeball movie. Yeah. Mike says, "Hey kiddo." Oh man, she was here for just a moment. Dustin, I know, Uncle Bull. It's one of those things where I do it and then I don't do it because I just haven't. Holy cow! Oh wait, I know what the problem is. I'm not live. There we go. I have my phone down here and I'm like, wait a minute, why is taste tester number 3 just showing up on the stream? My phone wasn't live. Duh. Uncle Bull, I know. It's one of those things. So it's one of those things where I forget until I'm thinking about it, and then when I'm thinking about it, I of course am nowhere near able to change the oil. It's just one of those things. But this not being able to start was a reminder, like a reminder, like you need to change the oil. So I will change the oil soon. Urban Culture Kitchen says I'm a hot and fast barbecue cooker. I just, I don't know. I don't like to burn things. I don't want things to burn. And my smokers, when I cook hotter and faster, seem to burn things. I don't like a heavy, thick, hard bark. You guys have heard me talk about hard baked cookies versus soft baked cookies, and I want that soft baked cookie every time. Captain Newbie says water jet is spacious, John, and high maintenance. Yeah, with the cleanup by hair. CNC plasma. I wish, man. I just want a plasma cutter. I can't get with the low and slow. You waste too much time cooking. So I do something middle of the road, and I do something like best of both worlds. What up, Lou Calamadas? How you doing this evening? Lou Calamadas checking in from Sweet Lou's Barbecue _ New Jersey. How's everything, Lou? He says, "Hey yo, crazy night. Sorry I'm late, man. Listen, I was late too. I was late myself. Don't tell my wife I'm stealing some of her gum. Yeah. Oh goodness." Lou said, "I thought of you the other day. I paid $6 and change a pound for some St. Louis ribs for an order. Goodness gracious." All right. So Ben, first, hello. All right. I got a thing. You want to start coming in and asking questions? How about you say hi? You don't even have to treat me to dinner. Just say hello. Like, hey, I'm new here. I watch your channel. I love what you do. Tell me something nice, then ask me questions. Don't just boom, go right into it. So Ben says, "Do you smoke whole chicken?" No. Brine? No. No brine. Yes, no brine. Butterfly or cook whole. So I cut my chickens in half. I do not spatch them. I can't say that word because I can get demonetized. Ask me how I know. But I cut the chicken in half. I cut it down the breastbone and I cut the backs out of chicken. And I lay them flat. The reason is they cook faster. They cook faster when you split them open. I do not brine chickens. The only thing that I brine is turkeys. I brine whole turkeys. I haven't found, to me, like I won't say risk and reward versus brining a chicken or not brining a chicken. The brine that I did on chicken, it just was too salty. If you season the chicken well enough, you're good. And I season them, especially with the fact that I cut them open, so I'm seasoning both halves. Urban Culture Kitchen says, "I never burn anything. You have to understand the technique." And I'm not saying that there's not technique to it. I'm saying that I think it's my cookers. They don't they're I don't know, they're not. Well, Bernadette is the only one that's probably conducive or the most conducive to cooking hot and fast. So yeah, Lou said at the restaurant depot, Jesus. Oh, $68 for a 3-pack, man. I'd have told them sorry. I can't do them. Yeah. Laura says it depends on the cookie. A crunchy is so feel good, and soft bake is okay. Nah, man. Ben says, "Oh, sorry, man." He said, "I just jumped in. Howdy from Minnesota." Well, good. I'm chilling, man. Ben, everybody. Ben, everybody. Victor says, "When the oil gets low with the power stroke, the injectors can't put fuel in the engine." Ask me how I know. Guess what, Victor? I came to that same brilliant deduction myself. Captain Newbie says, "I can tell you that the Everlast combo doesn't come with the tungsten rod to start TIG, though." All right. Ben says, "Brined turkey is great." What up, Lep? How you doing this evening, man? Paul's in the building. Sweet Lou Barbecue. Lou Calamana says, "I have an order at the end of the month for 4 racks and a brisket. I had to tell him the price went way up. LOL, so I may have to charge more, which I hate." So you know what's crazy, Lou? I have had to do the same. And there have been folks that have, like, I talked about it earlier. I had 2 events on Saturday. One event, the people, I wrote them an invoice months ago. And I charged them $17 a pound for brisket. I'm currently charging $22 per pound for brisket. I could not go back to them and saying, "I need to get extra money from you." They prepaid. Because they prepaid, they locked in the price. They paid the invoice. Boom. Second person, I'm like, "Listen, the cost of brisket has gone up. It's $5 a pound. Where I used to get it for under $3 a pound. And because of that, I said, I really need to charge, like, I should be charging $30 per pound for brisket currently in order for me to make the money that I need to." I said, "But I'm not charging $30. I'm charging $22. I said, "Because I can't get 30. Like, it's just not. I wouldn't feel right." So he's like, "Listen, would you still be my friend, and would you not hate me if I do not, like, if I don't get you to cook for me, because I'm not gonna be able to afford it." And I said, "Dude, I understand. It's fine. It's completely fine." He's like, "Dude, you're saving me an argument over money if I do not get you to do this invoice for me." And he's like, "I will just go ahead and get pizza, and we will do something real basic, because it's just a backyard thing anyway. It's just a reception-esque party." And I'm like, "No harm, no foul. I feel no ill will. None of that." I said, "I completely understand. The cost of meat is obviously driving the cost of a lot of things up." And I said, "He's a good friend of mine, but I still got to charge what I got to charge so I can make some money." I'm like, I can't afford to do it for free." So he's like, "Not a problem." And I was going to give him a break, but still, at $5 per pound, in order for me to break even, I need to charge $15 per pound, right? So, and I'm not charging $15 per pound. In order for me to make a little bit of money, I'm charging $22 per pound currently, and it might go up to $23 or $24 a pound, depending on what I have going on. But anyway, so he's not getting food this weekend, and somebody else is. And like I said, the person who locked in, and I'm like kicking myself. Uncle Bull said I paid $15 a pound for brisket on the 4th. I did a 15-pound brisket, for the 4th in my pit boss, and I left it on a smoke setting overnight, which runs at 190 degrees for about the first 6 hours. Then I took it to 250. Was one of the best I've done. So he says slow is better. All right, Uncle Bull. John says, already wants to get to third base before saying hello. LOL. Lou says, "Hey, Ben, Victor, let's not talk about the 273s in my driveway." Shoot. Like I said, I came to that brilliant deduction that the van didn't have enough oil to make the injection pressure to get started. To me, it's like toast. You want that crunch, makes your day. No, man, no. I don't want to break my teeth. I have sensitive teeth, fragile teeth. Well, how's everything, man? Good, good, good. Uh, Mike, I can't say it. You can't say that word like out loud. YouTube will get you. Who says, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Yeah, Dingle, hello. Says, yo, Dashy Dash, how you doing? I charged $200 for a brisket. Now they understand. Pff, yeah, I did let him know 3 weeks in advance. He thinks it was because of the holiday weekend. Nope. Eric says, have you tried? No, I have not done a huli huli chicken. So Eric, I think I don't know if it was you, but someone talked about the huli huli chicken, and I looked it up, and it was one of those things where I was like, man, like I like to do simple stuff. Like I'm gonna say I'm lazy, but like I like simple cooking. And the huli huli chicken, I was like, goodness gracious, this is complicated. There's a bunch of stuff going on. So maybe I will try to buy some huli huli chicken, but I don't know if I'm going to be making it myself. Lou says I usually charge $25 a rack. I'd have to charge 35-ish to make money. Who would pay that? He says, LOL, I get it. Dude, I'm telling you, you know it's crazy. Lou, I did some baby backs, and I think I charged $35 for the baby backs. Not so long ago. And then for spares, I think I charged $40, where I was charging $35 before. What's up, Eichland? How you doing? Laura says, so do I, Dash. I'm older, so I crunch it up. Nope. Eichland says, hey, you just chimed in. Not a problem. Mimi, oh Mimi, I saw Mimi and I didn't get to say hi. I saw Mimi and I kept scrolling. I'm so sorry, Mimi. I didn't mean to like overlook you. Definitely appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much. She says huli huli chicken or huli huli is awesome when made right. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I look. There are things that I know are, I won't say out of my culinary range because I'm sure I could cook it. Do you know what I did? And I don't know if I told you guys about it. I made some cinnamon buns from scratch. Yo, they were phenomenal. Phenomenal. It took me all damn day to make these cinnamon buns. And talk about a labor of love. I woke up one morning and I was like, you know what? I'm making cinnamon buns today. I looked up a recipe. I got everything together. I did it. I rested it. I beat it. I rested it. I did this. I cooled. I was like, whoa. Yo, these cinnamon buns, out of this world. Ben says huli huli sauce with pork is great. All right. So let's see. Mike says, oh, so y'all price caught up with what I said a couple months ago to what ours was. Yeah, Mike, you know what? It's so crazy. Different places around the country, the prices accelerate faster. Same thing with gasoline. And diesel fuel. You know, certain people, places, obviously out in California, they're paying the most because of taxes and other stuff like that. But at the same time, where I can't get tri-tip here, they get tri-tip over there, like, you know, it's like it's water, and I'm paying 2 or 3 times as much as they are out there. Whereas I can get briskets for cheaper than someone can from further up north, but then the brisket price down closer in Texas or in that Texas, you know, like the Gulf area is so much cheaper. Let's see. Eichland says, bro, I was just blessed with a nice stick burner. Been doing good with learning it, but I ended up over smoking some rib tips. Man, it was embarrassing. So when you over smoke something, you might not have had a complete burn on your wood. So how you avoid that is you put less wood into the smoker so that the wood that's in there can burn completely before you put more stuff in. If you overstuff that smoke box, the fire will choke itself out or be choked off, and it'll give you that dirty, thick, white smoke, and you can definitely over smoke some stuff. Also, if you or one of the other things you can do or could possibly be happening is you might not have enough air in the smoker. And if you don't have enough air going through the smoker, it will also give you an incomplete burn. Lewis's huli huli is great. Huh. Guess I won't change your mind. Nope, Laura, you cannot change my mind about hard baked cookies. I just nope through and through to my core. Like I lightly toast my toast, and I have one of my best friends. He double toast his bagel. Why the hell do you want to eat a burnt bagel? Like why do you want to eat a burnt bagel? Why? I just don't get it. But that's his thing. Like I just not my thing. Lewis says, good to know. I don't feel as bad about the price now, dude. Man, it wasn't $6 a pound, but I mean, it was up there. And like I said, that was a few weeks ago that I did these ribs. So I'm trying to think, who did I do those ribs for? Was it my aunt? It might have been my aunt that I did those ribs for. Guns and Barbecue says, how much are y'all paying for ribs? I just bought 2 racks of Solera for about $21 for both racks. I guess St. Louis? I'm sorry. I'm not sure. Eichland said, I sometimes wish I had you on speed dial. Look, man, shoot me a message on Instagram. All right. Ben says, I'm looking into buying beef from a local farmer. He sells in bulk, so I gotta get like 10 people to split it. Sure enough, man. Used to be able to split it with like 2 families or 3 families, but shoot, the cost of beef nowadays, man, you might as well have your whole congregation chip in. And y'all still be going broke trying to get some. First time in, Rock, how is everyone? What's up, DJ Play Nice? See, Ben, where you at? Ben, see how DJ Play Nice, he came in, he's like, first time in, he said, Rock, how is it, everyone? See, he said hi. Now he's going to start asking me some off-the-wall questions. Just you wait. You wait, Ben, but I'm probably going to forget next time, but this time I'm going to remember that he came in the door. Was it Ben? He came in the door like, hey, let me ask you some 15 off-the-wall questions. Boom, 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 boom. Lauren says, I wonder why I want to get back in the hunting freezer. Full of meat for like 40 bucks. Whoa, Eichland, what? Dude, y'all are, wow, you guys are too much, man. Eric says pineapple juice and soy brown sugar, and some spices and the huli huli glaze. Not difficult, but it looks and tastes difficult. Okay, well, Eric, I'm telling you, I looked into it, and when I looked into it, I was like, man, I don't know about this one. No, Laura, it's not the crunch factor. What is it, a lender's bagel? I don't know what the hell. No. You know what, Captain Newbie? I don't know what it is, man. Mimi says, hey, Captain DJ Play Nice. Ben says, I see it now. I got the order wrong. Yeah, you did. You done messed up, A.A. Ron. You done messed up. I'm sorry. Every now and again, I crack myself up. You done messed up, A.A. Ron. Yeah, Ben. Definitely. Soft chew cookie. See, this is why Mike and I are friends. Oh no, Laura. I'm questioning my alliances here. Laura likes hard baked cookies and extra cooked toast. Like, see, no, I can't do it. Spares. Oh, okay, damn blind guy typing. You people and your sight privilege. Yeah, so in case you guys don't know, Guns and Barbecue is visually impaired. And I appreciate his comments, but boy, oh boy, do I have to interpret them. So, he typed out spares from his last comment. So he wasn't talking about St. Louis, he was talking about spares. He said, dang blind people typing. You know how we like I had fat fingers. He's got a better excuse than I do. Um, this is you people and your. He says our, HOUR site, and then he spelled privilege wrong. But we just go with it. Laura says I wish I could hunt caribou and elk. Yeah, don't we all? We had some Sous, but they were so little, no hunting on them. I guess Sous are a type of deer. I'm not sure. Ben said, "I mean, at least I made you laugh about it." Hell yeah, Ben. I don't listen. I don't miss the opportunity to tease somebody, but just know that the teasing is in jest. Like seriously, we can't only talk about barbecue. I have to poke fun and oh, Lender's bagels are frozen fruit. No, 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 no. Lender's, they are like he used to. He doesn't do it anymore, but he used to get like a pack of bagels from Sam's, and he would keep them in his desk or in the refrigerator at work, and he would run them through the toaster like on hell twice, like on the highest setting twice. Like actually, it's funny. I saw a post on my memories from Facebook, okay, and it was not so long ago, and it said the only thing worse than burnt popcorn is a burnt bagel, and it was because of him. He burns his damn bagels, but I won't have the problem of getting on Facebook because my Facebook got hacked this morning. I have not been able to get back into my Facebook, and I don't miss it. Laura says crunchy, heck yeah. Mr. Kane says, Dash, first time live, love your content. What's your thoughts on using the pellet smoker grill? I can get a barbecue that will satisfy my taste having lived, wait. He says, can I get barbecue that will satisfy my taste having lived in Memphis and Texas previously? So, Mr. Kane, first of all, foremost, hello, see, Ben, see, here's another one. He got it right. He's like, hi, hey, I'm new here. Take it easy on me. I'm a first timer. Now I'm going to ask my question. Ben. All right. So, so here's the deal. Let's see, Mr. Kane. All right, Steven. Is Steven still around? Actually, you know what? Let me do this. All right. I'm going to post a link. All right. Because we were talking about it earlier. I posted a link to a video I did talking about the differences between a wood burning grill, smoker, a pellet smoker grill, a charcoal grill, and an electric, I guess. And I made comparison. So here's the thing. I think you're going to have to lower your expectation or dumb it down just a little bit, Mr. Kane, because a wood burning smoker is going to give you a much better flavor than a pellet grill will. But a pellet grill will give you a much better flavor than a propane grill will. And a charcoal grill will give you a much better flavor. Well, a charcoal grill with some wood added will give you a better flavor than a pellet grill. So it's like a 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other type thing. Guns and Barbecue said, don't let DJ fool you. He's bad news like a bear. You better keep both eyes on him because obviously I can't keep one on him. Yeah, I know. Jimmy dropped the reminder for everybody to hit the thumbs up button. So if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. Really does help me feel better about doing these videos. It helps these videos and it really helps my channel. Tony J, what's going on, good brother? How is everything with you? Mike says, just flung that door open, huh? Soft cookies, not unless I drowned them. Uh-oh. Webcam, holy cow, man, it's been a minute. How you doing? We retyping these, sure enough. Laura, it is crazy. Louis says, Dash, how do you feel about meat prices lately? It's out of control. Do you price higher with higher price meat? So Louis, only because I gave Ben so much grief, how about saying hi? Hello. Alright, you gotta say hi and maybe like, hey man, been a minute, or hey, first timer, hey. before you're just like boom, boom, boom. Let me ask my question. But so unfortunately, I have had to raise my prices to coincide with meat prices. Like I can't keep the same prices. That's hustling backwards. Eichmann says, "Oh, we barbecue appreciate your talent. You deserve this and then some. You've helped me critique a few things. Helped me critique a few things with smoked meats, and I appreciate you and your knowledge and passion." Well, thank you, Eichmann. I like. I mean, I just I really started putting videos on YouTube to help a friend out, and he, because it's a public forum, a public place, he was not the only person that saw those videos, and there were a lot of people, and I hate using these words that I'm about to use, but there were a lot of people who found value in my opinion and my methodologies and other things like that. So I kind of pivoted from trying to just help him to trying to help anyone that was willing to watch. And if you're willing to watch and listen to what I have to say and kind of laugh at my jokes or put up with me rambling, then I mean, the least I can do is try to help you out, for real, for real. Like I am just as appreciative today as I was when I was trying to really only cook for one person, like to show this video to one person. So yeah. Laura says I would for slightly browner, not black or burnt. No way. Russ is laughing at your Taiwanese. Daniel says, do you have any insight on Thermo Pro thermometers? Are they reliable and accurate? If you wouldn't recommend them, what brands would you recommend? So, Daniel, here we go. Here's another one. Daniel, you gotta come in. You gotta say, hey, like, hey, welcome everybody. Hey, everybody in the chat. I gave Ben so much grief because he came in just like, he busting the door, just asking 1,000,001 questions. Daniel, you gotta say hi first. Just hello. How you doing? Oh, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Now to your question, I highly recommend Thermo Pros. Okay, I knew nothing about the Thermo Pro. I had a few of you guys when the Mark IV Thermo Pro came out. Okay, the 4th generation Thermo Pro came out. There were a few of you guys that were talking about it, and I was like, what are you talking about, Thermo Pro? Like, I don't even know what the hell that is. And then there were 2 of you that were like, I'm gonna send you one. I'm like, what? And then, like, when I got them like a few days apart. And when I opened it up and looked at it, I'm like, I've never even seen or heard of this thing. And I tell you, I use the Thermo Pros, I won't say daily because I don't cook every single day, but anytime I'm cooking anything, the Thermo Pro comes out. The Thermo Pro, I have 2 Thermo Pro Mark IVs. One stays in my kitchen and one stays in my garage. I wouldn't cook with anything else than Thermo Pros. Like, I highly recommend them. Actually did a video. Steven, you still around? I wish I could find it because I did a video and it was talking about the Thermo Pro, and basically I at the end of the video I said, I understand why these cost this much and they're worth it. They're definitely worth it. Since we're doing questions tonight, do you have a good leg quarter recipe? No, I don't, Jimmy. I don't like leg quarters. So funny, Jimmy. This weekend I actually have 100 wings to cook and 100 legs to cook. Like, I'm not looking forward to it. Lou says he's off the bed. Got camp in the morning. Thanks for letting me vent. No problem, Lou. Be easy, man. Mimi says, okay, I gotta scroll up and see what Bill did to get scolded. Yeah, well, yeah. Laura's laughing at Mimi. Ben said, that's a really good breakdown on pellet versus charcoal versus propane. Tony says, rolling smoke tonight, 4 briskets on the smoker. That's what's up, man. Did you ever get your what is it, charcoal basket redone? I know we talked about it. Webcam, nothing much. I know I'm behind in the comments, so I apologize. Let's see. Mimi says, I've got a Thermo Pro 4-prong Wi-Fi. It's fine, but I wish it had a further range. So it's one of those things, Mimi. I'm sure it's limited in the Wi-Fi capability because of the fact that it doesn't have an external antenna. That is the limiting factor with the wireless devices. The fact that they don't have like external antennas or antennae, because like we have so many other things like connected to Wi-Fi, on Wi-Fi. Yeah. What up, Kent? How you doing this evening? No, Kent, you are also on my other drinking vessel. I don't have that one near me. John says, hi, Dash. Hey. Oh, Mimi's. Oh, this is Bluetooth. So if it's Bluetooth, then it's definitely limited in its capability. MTG, what up, Johnny? How you doing, Johnny? Hopefully you're feeling the love. I've been cooking on Johnny 5 the last 2 weeks. So last week I cooked on Johnny 5, and tomorrow's video is actually a cook on Johnny 5. Let's see. Webcast has been good, just been really busy. That's a good problem to have. Talk about a first world problem. Bumpy, what's going on, man? He said just started listening while on the bus. What's up with you, man? Hey, Danny. Danny, I have not forgotten about your offer. I have just been trying to contemplate and look and think about, as opposed to getting another pellet, I've been contemplating getting a gravity fed smoker, and I've been doing my research. Just a lot going on, you know, traveling, work, home life, stuff like that. So I haven't gotten to kind of settle in. John says, crunchy, thumbs down. See, I knew I like John, even, you know, yeah. Uncle Bull says, hey, Dash and everyone have to run. Have a good one and stay safe out there. Smoke on. Yes, indeed, Uncle Bull. Thank you so very much. Tony says, sure help me, bro. Respect indeed. Well, I appreciate it. Oh, man. Louis says, my biggest of bads. LOL. Hello from South Texas. Well, hello, Louis. I'm still going to hold it against you. Do not, I'm not going to waste this opportunity to kind of like poke fun at you, but don't be offended. Like, I don't mean to offend you. Mr. Kane says, thanks for the link. I didn't see this in your videos. Ben is cracking up. Dash, I got 160 pound of brisket in my fridge, $2.98 a pound. Choice or better? God, man. If you weren't so far away, man, I would. Yeah. Up in smoke, man. How you doing this evening? How's everything? He said, what's good, my barbecue brother? I'm chilling. See, that's what you do. You come into the live stream, you come into the chat, and you say, hey, guess you not introduce yourself, but you kind of like say hello to everyone. Then you start asking questions, but then you start talking about some off the wall stuff. Yeah. Johnny says, oh, hi. Yeah, uh-huh. 305 pounds of pork shoulder, $1.45. How much you need? Man, Kent, if you weren't so far away. Captain Louis says, my typing goes downhill, Blue. Louis says, first timer, been following you, Dash, and I'm open a barbecue place of my own. Your videos have helped me out. Thanks for sharing the knowledge. Well, thank you so very much, Louis. I appreciate that. Definitely do appreciate that. It really does make me feel better about doing these, because every now and again, man, I'll be like, man, why am I putting myself through this? Like, sometimes I don't see, like, I try to put a lot of effort into the videos, like I do, and my effort it might not be the same as other people's effort, and you know, the difference between me and everybody else is I have things going on in my life where, you know, other folks might, let me plug my phone in, make sure it doesn't die. Other people might have the ability to do things that I can't and I don't. And I mean, I'm doing barbecue, and a lot of the one of the other things too, a lot of times the things that I cook are things that I cook for customers. And a lot of folks don't understand that because they're cooking for themselves, they're cooking for their family. I'm past that point where I cook all the time for us. My family is like, don't cook another rack of ribs. Don't cook any more pork. Don't cook any of this. Don't cook any of that. Because I've cooked so much over the years, and they're like they're sick of it, you know. So when I cook for customers. So when I do videos, a lot of times, more often than not, they're for customers. Let's see. Wait. I think you're talking about the Thermo Pen, not the Thermo Pro. Thermo Pro makes the Thermo Pen, I think. That Mark IV can even keep your cookies from getting crunchy. Yes, John. Woo, buddy. Yes, indeed. Mimi says, PSA, I used some Oklahoma Joe's hickory logs on my last brisket cook. Worst wood I've ever tried. Anyone else use it? Hickory logs. So I don't like, hickory is not what I don't like. It's mesquite. I'm not a big fan of. Do you smoke fish at all? Ben, yeah. I smoke fish. I smoke salmon a lot. I do, I won't say a lot of smoked salmon, but I do smoke salmon from time to time. Of the things that I cook for my family, salmon is high on that list of things that I cook for us. Look, we have another taste tester number 3 sighting. So all of you guys that said hi to her earlier, she brought down some Legos. Let's see how long she stays. I'm trying to sell my tandoori chicken to the public. Well, that's what's up, man. Good luck with that. Tony says negative. I'll be up for Thanksgiving. I'll make an appointment for the basket. Now, I don't know, man. Thanksgiving, you know, that's busy time. Chef Temp Probe is what I use. All right, Justin, that's what's up. Daniel says right on. Thanks for the info, and I'll try to find your videos on them. Also, you started school deal right after I dropped my comment. I'll remember to be less rude next time. No problem, Daniel. Look, I'm telling you, man. Every now and again, see if we had a good topic to talk about tonight, I was just every now and again like. So some of you guys who are newer do not realize I have been doing the same Wednesday live stream for 4 years, if not maybe longer than that, for maybe 5 years. And I have talked about a lot from time to time. And there are times when I'm just like, I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about tonight. I try to talk about something, you know, like, I won't say pop culture, but something like poignant in the news or you know, something going on. Obviously, we've talked about meat prices. We've talked about, you know, supply and demand and not being able to find things. And we've talked about, you know, the pandemic. But every now and again, I just want to be like, yo, let's hang out. Let's not have to talk about something specific. I really just want to talk to y'all. And this is when you guys get a good chance to ask me questions. And I can try to help answer them. But I find I get sidetracked if I take too long answering the question. So sometimes I'm sorry. Let's see. Guns of Barbecue says, hi, how are you? Glad to hear. Figured I'd do that now in case I forget later, but I want to be a pain in your posterior. Yeah. You know what, Guns of Barbecue, man? I accept that from you because I know you have a difficult time typing. So, you know, I know sometimes you just kind of have to get to the point. Victor says, let more air pass through the smoker to get a clean smoke. Use less fuel to control your heat and not choke out the air. So I don't know if that was Victor talking to the other guy that said he smoked the ribs or over smoked the ribs, or if he was talking to Mimi as well. Laura says, you give out samples. Mike says, I use Western wood chunks. Yes, I like those Western chunks. I just wish Western would have gotten back to me and gave me some charcoal or wood chunks. Like, I wish they would have sponsored me. But they didn't. First Love, what's up? Victor says $3.69 for chicken wings. That's the price that's driving me nuts the most. So Victor, you know what's crazy? I am probably gonna have to buy. I have 100 wings I need to cook for Saturday. 100 wings and 100 legs, and I am going to have to buy a case. I'm probably gonna have to buy a case of chicken wings and a case of chicken legs, and kind of like do some magic, work some magic, and count the wings in the case, because I'm hoping that I have more than I need in the case, but it'll be 40 pounds. Oh, Laura said I paid $13 for 10,000 with no skin or bone. So, Laura, boneless, skinless thighs are more expensive, but wow. Josue say, yo, Dash, howdy from Texas. See, Bill, everybody, see how it's done? They come in and they like, hi, how you doing? Daniel, all right. Before they start asking questions, let's see. Chef Kwan Says, hey, what's up, y'all? See, Chef Quan knows how to do it. You come in and you say hello. Then you be like, so, what temperature do I need to do X, Y, and Z in order to get X, Y, and Z to make sure that I can, yeah. Kent says wings here are $2.29. Stop it, Kent! I'm gonna put Kent on timeout if he keeps talking about how inexpensive his meat prices are. He's just rubbing it in, like he's teasing us. He's like, I got cheap meat. Yeah. Chef Kwan says, Chef Kwan from Cali in the house. Yes. Well, Chef Kwan, welcome and thank you for joining us. If you or anyone has not already done so, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does make me feel better about doing these videos and these lives and spending multiple hours with you guys. And it really does help these live streams. It helps the videos and it helps my channel. So, make me feel better about me. Kent, I'm telling you, one more mention about cheap meat, and I'm putting you on timeout. I'm putting you on timeout, Kent. Joshua says, I know, I now slice all my brisket like you showed in your video. That's what's up. Bumpy, whoa. Oh, sorry. So, Mike, I was scrolling and I missed your. Kent threw me off with the talking about how much thighs are. So, Mike, yes, I did get the name Johnny Five from Short Circuit, and also my maternal grandfather, his name was Johnny, or they called him Johnny. So it was kind of an homage to Johnny, my grandfather, and also the Short Circuit, because the whole thing is it's a 5-foot grill table. So Johnny Five, it just made sense. Yep. Most of that can't. Let's see. Kevin Newby's is over. Jesus, because Kevin Avenue, just lost my soul. I had no idea. Oh, yeah, Captain Newby, Kensington Avenue from Philly. Oh yeah, it ain't for the faint of heart. I found a 20-pack of wings at Sam's Club for $9 or $10. They were cheap. Yeah, but you know what, Chef Quan? So here's one of those things, right? So I used to get wings from Sam's, and I used to only get wings from Sam's, right? Like, because the quality of the wings and where I live, we get Purdue wings. I don't know where, what the brand of wings that you get out there is. It could be like Mountain Air, or it could be Tyson or whatever, but we get Purdue wings, right? That being said, the Purdue wings, and I don't remember how much they weighed, but I used to get 22 wings in a pack, and it used to be like $13 to $15. So then when the price of wings started going up, as opposed to me getting 21 to 22 wings in a pack, now I'm getting 18. And the price is still the same. So it's one of those things where it kind of balances out, because they're putting smaller wings in the packages and they're still charging more. So it works out to be about the same. God, I am so behind in the comments. I'm so sorry. John said I tried smoking a fish before, but I couldn't get it. Get it lit. I see what you did there. I need some water. Yeah. Poking the bear is always fun, Victor. Yes, indeed. The chat thread, man, you're awesome. So supportive of Great Craft. Dash deserve all y'all's love. Please hit that like button for him. Inspiration goes a long way. Gabrielle, unfortunately, she's already gone. Packer brisket jumped $1 here in Houston area to $3.49. Only $3.49. Dude, man, we paying $5 if not more. Hey, Dad, are you gonna start cooking pastries now? I'm not. Is anyone else watching Loki? No. The case of Restaurant Depot gave me 155 wings. I said small, but they were a good size. Said small, but they were a good size. Thanks. I am gonna have to bite the bullet and get those wings from Restaurant Depot, I'm sure. And my whole thing was, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get them, I'm gonna count them, and then I'm gonna end up having a vacuum seal, and I have to. But I'm gonna vacuum seal wings and put them off to the side. Kent should be putting time out. Hobo Nickel, what's going on? Braden says, yo! Oh my gosh. Guns and Barbecue is really testing me. I'm not pre-reading comments. Nope. What up, Adam? How you doing, man? Well, hello, Jess. How are you this evening? She can't even come in and say hey. Rick, he's like, hello, hello, hello. He said, also, it's my birthday. Well, happy birthday. Everett says, hobo equals born in timeout. Yeah, buddy. Oh, and sends a drop again. I'm back in the red. So you know what's so funny, Captain Newbie? I told you I snapped up 2 shares of Sens just so I could keep it in my portfolio and on my radar. I'm gonna watch it hit the bottom again, and then I'm gonna buy again. I'm waiting for it to go back down to about $2, and then I'll ride the wave back up to 4. So yeah. Bumpy said $3.69 a pound, and that was late May. So I actually was in a restaurant depot. I was in a excuse me. I was in a restaurant depot in Capitol Heights last week, and wings were like $3.63, $3.69 for the case. So it's like $140, $150 for the case, and if I get 150 wings, I'll be okay. I'll put some away. Happy birthday, Rick! Everybody is saying. Adam, yes, please tell Jess I said hello. Dash, what other woods go well with brisket size oak? So Mike, this is one of those things when I talk about this, I use what is readily available in my area. In your area, yes, Jess, I'm trash talking. That's what I do. If I didn't trash talk, you wouldn't think I liked you. I like you, Jess. Even though you don't comment first on my videos. Anyway, I'm glad to hear everything is going well with you, health-wise. And I don't mind the stories, but I like you guys, so I watch. Anyway, Mike, again, in regards to wood, I use what's available to me. If somebody gives me some free cherry, I'm using it. If someone gives me some free mulberry, I'm using it. If somebody gives me some oak, I'm using it. I don't have the option of being picky when it comes to what wood I'm going to use. I use what I have, and that's about it. No problem. Since I'm gonna go have to hold long because I bought at the top. Jeez. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. We need a few to hold. Yeah. Jessica says she's gonna try to do better. No, you're fine. I'm just teasing, really. So I am caught up on the comments. How did that happen? What? I am caught up. Like, what time is it? That's 11. All right, so we are just at almost the 2-hour mark on this. Oh boy, Adam says I hate triggers still. Adam, we talked about this earlier. I don't hate on any particular type of grill. I don't hate on any particular type of smoker. I just, do I have a preference? Yes. Do I have things that I like more than others? Yes. Oh, Jessica, Adam. So I won't say you need to settle a debate, but Laura wants to know your take on crunchy cookies. Are you pro crunchy cookies, or are you more fans of soft baked cookies? So, sound off in the comments below. So, but Adam is one of those, he has a stance on, he's got a stance on triggers and his dislike of triggers. And I can't seem to change his opinion of triggers. So I just don't, we're going to agree to disagree. Which, Adam and I agree to disagree on lots of things. But you know what? As long as we can see each other's opinion, and I don't hold it against him. Adam, I don't hold it against you at all. All right? So Bumpy says, I'm looking into that Master Build Gravity. I am too. I just, it's one of those things, man. I have to do some rearranging and some soul searching and some moving things around on the side of my house, because I need to clean up the side of my house and move some things around and make some more space. And yeah, Adam says, what's in my rub? My fingers in my rub. That's what it is. So Jessica says soft all the way. Laura, she says soft baked cookies. See? Told you. Laura's wrong. Laura's wrong. Gabriel's laughing because he skipped a bunch. I guess I caught up because I skipped a bunch. I'm sorry. Well, you know what? Because everybody was saying hi and happy birthday to Rick. So, yeah. It gave me opportunity to catch up. Don't, Look, see, Adam likes soft baked cookies too. Yep. Laura says, oh, Jessica to the corner. Captain Newbie, soft cookies? Not unless I drown them. Yeah, well, I guess, like he drowns them in milk. Laura says, yeah, I'm kidding. She's not kidding. She wants to put you in the corner because you like soft baked cookies. Guess what? Adam, Jessica, I have your back, okay? Don't worry about Laura. Don't be afraid of her, alright? Don't be afraid of her. I've been told my cookies are the best and I should sell them, but they are soft. I use a baking stone. Oh, Jessica giving out all the secrets. All the secrets. No more Smarties for me. You know what? Hey, Mike. Mike says 49 thumbs up. Hey. Captain Newbie says that's how I make them soft. I understand. Mike says soft all day. That's because his wife makes soft cookies. Yeah, Jessica, he's a smart man. He's been married. How long? How long has Adam been married to you, Jessica? How long? Not have you been married, but how long has he been married to you? See, he's smart. He's smart. Laura says there's a feel good ASMR when you hear and feel the crunch. I don't know about that. Pat's Texas style. Pat, how you doing, man? It has been a while. Hopefully all is well with you. He says, hey, Dash, been a while since I caught you live. Hope all had a good 4th. Yes, indeed. Webcam says, do I like Ras Masala? I guess, Ras Mala? Ras Mala, or are you trying to say like a masala? Probably masala. To be honest, I am not the biggest Indian or a masala fan, but my wife likes masala. She likes chicken tikka masala, and but there is a Indian buffet that's not too far from my house, and we haven't been able to go in quite some time. But there's an Indian buffet not too far from my house, and they have a seafood. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong. If it's a masala or if it's something else, and I like that. Like I kind of like to see what it is I'm eating. What I found with a lot of masalas and Indian, food, is they are sauces and a lot of braises. And I mean, I'm not a big fan of gravy for the same reason. Bumpy says seems like the best of both worlds, efficient and still gets the smoke compared to a Traeger. Not hating on Tracy. Look, and see, that's my thing, Bumpy. I feel like that is the next evolution because it is definitely that. It's going to be the best of both worlds. So tell you the truth. So tell the truth on the cookies, Jessica. Laura says, yeah, they're great. I'm sure. ThermoWorks makes the thermal pen thermometers. That's what ThermoWorks is, the thermal pen. Am I saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of one thing and saying something else. Jessica, 20 years. That's what's up. Would you love it crunchy? No. Captain Crunch. So I will eat, and I did eat and do eat Captain Crunch cereal. Yo, I actually had some Captain Crunch. It was like a 4th of July edition. It was stars, and yo, it was great. It was great. Captain, I will enjoy all the crunchy ones. Yeah, you go ahead. You got them. Gabriel says dunking Oreos. Yep. You can dunk Oreos away. Now, I will eat Oreos. Obviously, Oreos, I'm going to say, are an exception. But if I am baking cookies and I'm having chocolate chip cookies, do not give me hard-baked cookies. That's just my thing. But Oreos, you can't get... excuse me. All right, Laura, go ahead. Call me on it. I did it. You cannot get soft-baked Oreos. So, yeah. But... soft-baked Oreos are still better than hard-baked chocolate chip cookies. Yes, I said it, Laura. Dropped in, what is it? Karis. All right. Is it Karis? Karis? Karis says, I dropped in to give you a video, a like, and a view. Well, thank you so very much. Definitely appreciate that. Johansson. I think I know that one. Jessica says, okay, so Oreos are amazing, but they gotta be soaked in milk or coffee. But if you're talking fresh baked chocolate chip cookies, 100% salt. See, Jessica, we're on the same page. But I've never had Oreos in coffee. Like, I'm not a real big milk cookie, I won't say I don't get it, because I get it, but I don't have to have coffee and like milk and cookies. But I think I have had Oreos and coffee. But it was kind of just like coincidental. Like I happened to have some coffee and then someone gave me some cookies. My mom makes chocolate chip cookies. They have a crunch, cook for 12 minutes. Nope. Loris is done. Fell off the bed. The curries are the best. I figured, Jessica. I figured. Adam. Yep. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, buddy. This is a family channel, Karis. Is it Karis? This is a family channel. All right, we're not talking about that. Paris, but with the K. So Karis. Yeah. I think I said Karis. Wait. So I used to go to school with a girl. Her name was, well, her name was Karas Lamb. Karas. But I can thank you for clearing that up, Karis. I will try to address you as such. Coffee is life, especially cold brew with heavy cream. So, you know what? I have really, really, really been liking nitro cold brew. The no problem, Karis. The 7-Eleven up the street from my house, and you guys have seen the 7-Eleven in my videos from time to time, every now and again. And I talk about it because I talk about that half-gallon container that I have that I go get coffee in. So they now have a draft station. So they have nitro cold brew, they have cold brew, they have like some teas, and they have like a lemonade, and then they have like an unsweet tea, and just like 6 or 7 different things on tap. And I will go in there and fill up and get nitro cold brew, and then they have some of those Cold Stone Creamery. They have some of those Cold Stone Creamery flavored creamers, and I'll put those in there with my Splenda, and I will drink coffee all daggone day, all day. Let's see. Victor says, "Hey, you know what they say?" Yeah, Victor. Laura says, "Yeah, it's like hot cold made." Wait. It is like hot cold made one other night. I guess. Let's see. I guess with the chocolate chip cookies. Yes, Jessica, we definitely speak the same language in some food and drink. Oh yeah, Alex, how you doing? He says hi, all or she. I don't want to assume genders here. Captain Newbie says, oh, the dye in that sugar bowl I used to work in a generic pharmaceutical company literally step medicine for killing you. Super quality. Hardness. Yeah. Webcam says, I love the Indian buffets. I max all the time. Shoot. Yeah, Laura. Oh, coffee. So sometimes, especially like after I do that first yawn, it's like, and I do it to myself because I said the Y word. Oh goodness. I kind of have a little bit of difficulty piecing the conversation together. Anyway, Webcam says, how do I open a catering business? All right, Alex. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for the clarification. Like I said, I don't want to assume anything. Oh man, where's Mimi when you need her? I said sir about Mimi one day, and she was like, "I am not a sir. I am a pretty lady, and not." I'm exaggerating, but she dug in my and I made a mistake, even though I knew Mimi is a woman, female, and I said the wrong thing, and she let me know. So I don't assume anything anymore. You can blame Mimi. So let's see. So webcam CEO says, "How do I open a catering business?" It's difficult to say. The path on how I got my start is a little bit different than the path on how you might be able to get your start. I know you are focusing or doing excuse me, different type of food. Your different type of food might cater to a specific audience. What I would do is try to get my friends and my family to start accepting orders, or excuse me, to start placing orders. And then once you start taking food to them and having events and doing things like that, everything else should kind of to snowball. And yeah. Jessica says, "I make cold brews for 2 days in cold water and then refrigerate it. We go through like a gallon every 5 or 6 days. Sun tea quicker." So it's funny, Jessica. I one of the videos you were sitting down outside, or you were talking outside, and you were like, "Oh, I have a batch of sun tea going." You never talked about the cold brew, but you definitely talked about the sun tea. So I've never done sun tea, just because there's certain things I'm patient with and other things I'm not. I'm not, rather. Kara says, "I love cold brew and sun tea." Are you old enough to drink cold brew and sun tea? Is she old enough? Is she tall enough to drink cold brew and sun tea? Let's see. Adam says, "All right, I gotta go, dude. You're great, and thanks for all you've done with me. Tonight's chat was awesome." Not a problem, man. Adam, you be easy, sir. I feel like I've been missing your videos, but I don't know, man. I just, my schedule has been kind of off the wall. Laura says, "I cold brew coffee, praline, What is that? And then added cream, sir, or I guess praline, maybe. I cold brew coffee praline. What are you talking about? Added cream, syrup, and maple sweetener. No, Laura adding maple sweetener. No, we didn't see that one coming." Captain Newbie says, "I like iced coffee, but here I like iced coffee here, but I like the hot brew it." So here's the thing, Captain Newbie. I have done the cold brew and hot brew. When you cold brew coffee, it really is much smoother. I think I made a video about cold brew coffee years ago, like right after I got this cold brew brewer, this cold brew coffee brewer, and yeah, it was years ago I did it. Yeah. Laura says, "Never try sun tea." So you take a jar, you put some tea in it, you let the jar sit out. It's just like cold brew, but with tea bags. Captain Newbie says, "Black and sugar." Black hot coffee. So I've talked about this before. If you drink black coffee, why do you drink black coffee? There almost seems to be an anecdotal story to any and everyone that I know who drinks black coffee. Dude, I'm subscribing. Well, thank you very much. Loggy Tyler 6. Alright, well, I appreciate that, Tyler. Captain Newbie says, "Yes, dash. Sun tea takes too long." Okay, well, 17, then I will definitely keep my jokes cleaner. Probably not, but I will try. Karis, okay? Just, don't beat me up. Don't get your father on me. How, I guess she's saying, how long do you leave it in the sun? So that's a question for Jessica. Alex says, "Can you recommend a good offset for a reverse flow smoker in the $500 range?" Alex, wait, is this the same Alex or a different Alex? Because I can't, nope, this is a different Alex. Alex, so I've been getting on folks all night long who just pop into the chat and they're like, "Boom, let me just ask you this question real quick, without even saying hi or without saying hi to everyone else who's here, and you just like button in the front of the line." So I'm gonna give you a little bit of grief, Alex D, not to be confused with Alex B as in Baker. Alex D is in Delta. You said, can you recommend a good offset or reverse flow smoker in the $500 range? So, Alex, $500 for a smoker is one of those things where you kind of get what you pay for. If you take that $500 and hold on to it and like add another $250, you'll probably be able to get something a lot better. You want something with a thicker gauge metal. That like that Oklahoma Joe. There's an Oklahoma Joe offset, and the name is escaping me right now which exactly Oklahoma Joe that it is, but they're pretty okay. But excuse me, you can probably find one. Like I said, if you take that $500 and hold on to it, and then add another $300 max, you can probably like double the quality without doubling your money. The Dash is typing these. Yeah, I know. Sugar. Oh, no sugar maple sweetener. How's your day? See, Tyler gets it. He's asking how everything's doing. Jessica's talking about the cold brew coffee. She says it's so much smoother. It's amazing. Chemex is the way to go with hot coffee. So I'm not that much of a coffee snob where I have to do the pour over with the Chemex. I just I don't have the time for it. If you really want to learn the catering business, just read Dash's book. Thanks, Justin. I felt that kidney shot there. It is not there yet. Adam drinks black coffee almost always, but loves it doctored with little to no calorie sweetener and heavy cream. All right. See, Jessica, why does Adam drink black coffee? I'm telling you. Let's see. Services stevia, premium, maple, and vanilla cream for a bit of sweet without sugars going up. Nice. So I use Splenda. I like stevia, Splenda. I prefer Splenda over stevia just because I've gotten to the point where I can tolerate Splenda. But Jared says it's all good. No problem. She says she's got them off Amazon. They are pricey. Alex, you can't. Nah, man, you can't be no, not ninja watch. That's voyeur watching, okay? Because but I understand, Alex. It's all right. Mike says his milk has to be ice cold. So you use hot coffee and then you use cold creamer, right? Doesn't that bring down the temperature of your coffee? Now, I'm not judging at all because I actually prefer lukewarm coffee. I am not the type of person that's like, I want the coffee to burn my... No. I like soft baked cookies and I like lukewarm coffee. Fight me. Fight me. Victor says I don't have a pellet smoker. They remind me of rabbits. Rabbits make pellets. Coincidence? I think not. Captain Newbie says, what's everyone's summer to-do list? Jimbo Q says the Highland or the Longhorn. I think the Oklahoma Joe's Longhorn. Ever sneeze so hard? Nope. Not recently. So, let's see. It's been quite a while. All right. Everett says, love my pour over. The only way to drink coffee, in my opinion. So, funny enough, I actually made a video on a French press, talking about the French press. Like, in the beginning of the pandemic, I would say I was bored. But I was like, everybody's at home. How are you making your coffee at home? Like, show me how you make your coffee. And it was like, I even tried to, do a hashtag and get people to share how they made their coffee with me, and no one did. No one did. Laura says, we had pet rabbits. My dad will say, I went to get your Cocoa Puff cereal. Danny, good night to you too. Danny, I know you're one of the folks that reaches out to me via Facebook. Unfortunately, my Facebook got hacked this morning. I don't know when or if I will be able to get back into that account. So just keep an eye out. But you do have, I think you have my number. Like I said, we will talk. I have not forgotten about your offer. I've been doing other things, man. So But like I said, Danny, probably won't add another pellet grill to the arsenal. If anything, it might be a gravity-fed charcoal grill slash smoker. Let's see. Captain Newbie says, let's hit the thumbs up, y'all. Yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jessica says about 8-9 hours, so I take a gallon glass jar and I use 12 of the plain black Lipton tea bags, or I also like the red rose tea bags, black tea, and then I put 2 bags of flavored tea like peach or lemon. Okay, all right. Now, so Jessica, does that make a sun tea concentrate? Because that's a lot of tea bags. I guess it's not, because you're probably using like 8 ounces per tea bag and you have a gallon of water, so maybe it's not concentrated. Load the kettle with the hump at the back. They got 301 from India. All right. Are you going to invite us over for dinner? I don't know. Captain Newbie says I can never eat Cocoa Puffs again. Cool. Oh no, that's Cookie Crisp. Dane Jones says I drink black coffee because cream and sugar don't pair well with my Marlboros. Okay, understandable. I'm telling you, like, people who drink black coffee usually have an anecdotal story as to why they drink black coffee. Like, I used to work with this woman who drank black coffee, and the reason she drank black coffee was because the when she started drinking coffee, when she worked like overnight, she worked in a satellite office area and they had their own separate coffee pot. And the folks that made the coffee, they had access to water and coffee, but they were too lazy to go and get the cream and sugar. So when they ran out of cream and sugar, they just did without to keep drinking coffee, and that's kind of how she preferred to drink it. So she said eventually, over time, everyone in her little satellite office area drank black coffee because everyone was too damn lazy to go get the cream and sugar. Another anecdotal story I remember, I used to work with this guy. He drank his coffee with creamer only. And I'm like I asked him, and now this is, mind you, like when I was 18, 19 years old, I remember this guy. So I worked with him when I worked at a sporting goods store long time ago. And I said, dude, why do you drink just creamer in your coffee? And he went to high school in Philadelphia. It was called Central, and it was one of the better, more prestigious high schools in the city. And he said the lady there was a Chinese woman who ran a breakfast cart and sold him coffee. She said she would not allow him to have his coffee unless he had something healthy in it. So the healthy bit was the cream. So he started drinking his coffee with cream only. And that's how he's continued to drink his coffee. And that was probably 15, 20 years after he finished and he graduated high school. So like I said, those are just two examples of anecdotal stories of people who drink coffee for the way they drink coffee is for a specific reason. Let's see, Jessica said, fill up the jar with cold water and tea bags and set it out in the sun. And you can do it in the morning. And when you get home from work, you can take the tea bags out and squeeze them and fill it with water and then rest it away and stir it and put it in the fridge. And you got it. It's actually really easy. Yeah. Thank God I still got blueberry. Yeah. Yes, some brown sugar, maple syrup is my dad would use. Not a problem. Eichlin, yes and no. So Eichlin, I do and I don't. I try to never cook pork over top of beef or chicken or anything non-pork. If you see me cooking, usually beef, chicken, lamb go higher in my smoker than anything pork. I cook almost all pork down towards the bottom or the lower in my smoker. Beef and chicken on the same rack, they're not the worst thing ever. Reason being is chicken has a lower finishing temperature than beef does, and more often than not, most people are worried about the bacteria or the problematic enzymes and things like that in chicken more so than they are in beef or pork. So cross-contamination, no. But I also, I despise when I see people who use the same gloves to touch something as pork and then they touch something as non-pork. if you ever watch my videos and you see me touch or keep the same gloves on, it's usually I'll touch beef first, I'll touch chicken, and then I'll touch pork. Or I'll touch chicken, then I'll touch beef, and then I'll touch pork. And usually it's I'll touch chicken, I'll touch beef, and then I'll touch pork. The reason being is any contaminants or any bacteria or anything like salmonella, whatever, from chicken, because the pork and the beef have a higher finishing temperature, I don't worry about. Eichmann says, and what? So, Eichmann, I like. There are some people who I cook for. I have a few religious folks. Like, I've never cooked for anyone. I have cooked for folks that are kosher. They don't necessarily keep 100% kosher. Like I have a Jewish woman. She gets ribs from me every now and again, and I'm just like, how? She's like, I don't keep kosher. Don't judge me. Okay, I don't. But I also have a few folks that are Muslim, and they want to have or keep halal, or have halal meat prepared. One of my coworkers is Muslim, and she asked me to cook some brisket for her husband. And she got me to cook, or I cooked a halal brisket. And the thing about the halal brisket, it had a lesser grade because of how it was raised and humanely fed and everything like that. I mean, presentation wise, it wasn't the same as what I was used to, but that was what she requested, so that was what I cooked her. Now, would I cook pork in that same smoker at the same time as I would that brisket that person wanted to be halal? No. I thoroughly cleaned out my smoker when I went to cook that brisket for them, to make sure that it was as clean as it could be. I did let them know, I'm like, hey, listen, the smoker, it has cooked pork in it before, but I will thoroughly clean it out, and she was okay with that, so that was cool. But I've had some folks that are Jewish that keep kosher. They're like, if pork has touched anything in it, if you've ever cooked pork in it, then I will never eat anything off of it. And I'm like, I understand, So as long as I'm upfront with my customers, and I try to be conscious of people's dietary restrictions, so it's a personal thing. Eichmann, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Black coffee ever since I was in the Army at 17. All right, Eric. And a lot of people also tell me, or I've heard a lot of people say they drink black coffee because it's a speed thing. They can pour a cup of coffee and keep moving. Yeah. KB says, hey, yo, Dash, just got off work. Time to chill. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you stopping in. Access to cream sugar. Okay, so Adam says he drinks it black because when he first started drinking coffee, he didn't have access to cream and sugar. So that's what he got used to. Then he married me. I hate black coffee. Yeah, I already know. You know what's crazy? I can drink black coffee. I prefer black cold brew coffee because it's so much smoother than I do black hot coffee. I can't, if I have to drink it, I will, but I prefer it. Yeah. Randy says, hello, I just barely caught the tail end. Yes, indeed, I am going to be ending this soon. Captain Newby says, I don't even grab the shaker. Jessica says, I like your food safety measures. Well, thank you. Deshaun's Barbecue. What's going on, Deshaun? He says, hey, yo, man. I finally made it to a live. Well, Deshaun, I do this almost every Wednesday. Oddly enough, next Wednesday, I probably will not be doing a live stream. I have some travel I need to do. It's a family thing, and I'm going to be traveling on Thursday. That being said, I need to get to bed on Wednesday night. I have a long day Thursday. Pat, I like Kenji. He does not eat pork. So making peanut butter sandwich. Kidding. I'll do chicken. Nice. Randy says I'm hyper, so a big cup of coffee will bring me down. Nice. Yep, I never got that, Randy. Like I never understood how that worked. But caffeine as a stimulant for someone who's already stimulated is a downer. It took me adulthood before I understood that. Grumpus, holy cow, man! You know, better late than never. He says, "Hey, Dash and everybody. Sorry I'm late. Movie night with the wife just ended. Well, movie night, huh, Grumpus? Netflix and chilled, huh, Grumpus? Uh huh. Okay, all right. Does she have on your flannel right now, or what? Grumpus, better late than never, man. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Daniel says, I've tried to quit a few times. Having a wife doesn't want to quit also helps. Deshaun says, I know I'll be at Bible study. Listen, I'm not really, I'm not judging or condoning or anything. I just, I get to poke fun. When we address Mimi, should we say you? No. Grumpus, long time no see. Well, KB, he's been here. You know, usually us. Yeah, Jessica says us usually at Bible study too, but it's over now. Da, da, da. Grumpus just this is just wearing a smile. Whoa, good job, Grumpus. good, good job, Grumpus. You get standing ovation. Oh wait, Carrots, you're not still here, are you? I'm sorry, Carrots, earmuffs, earmuffs. Darn it. What time zone it is? 10:36 right now. Randy, I am on the East Coast. I live in Baltimore. So it is after, I guess it's 11:30. Yep, 11:37. So, I've been at this for almost 2.5 hours. And I won't say I would continue longer, but I do have to get up in the middle of the night. So I was talking earlier, and I was late tonight to log on because I was actually helping out one of you guys, a friend of the family. They go to their kids go to the same school with our kids, so we friends, and they were having some car issues and other stuff going on. So their kids came over and hung out with our kids today. And when I went to take their kids home, I was trying to help the gentleman out with some issues they were having with his vehicle. That being said, we ended up running to one part store to try to exchange the battery. And we were at the wrong store, so we had to run to another part store. Now, mind you, we got the battery out of the car at like 8:35. Parts stores close at 9 o'clock. So it was 10 minutes to the first part store, and then we realized we were at the wrong store, and it was another 10 minutes to the second part store, and we got there like 8:55. And then when the dude tested the battery, he's like, well, it's within warranty, but the battery says it is just dead, like when he tested it. So with that being said, he was like, I need to put it on the charger. He's like, protocol says we put it on the charger, and he's like, we put it on the charger and kind of see what it does after we put it on the charger. If it's dead, or if it doesn't come back to life, then we'll replace it. So he's like, but it's 8:55 and I need to put it on the charger for at least an hour, so I can't do that tonight. I'm like, well, I have a charger at home. So I told my friend, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna take the battery back to my house. I'm gonna charge it for you. I'm going to bring the battery back over to your house. I said, I'll see you at 3:30 in the morning. And he's like, dude, you don't have to do this. And I'm like, yeah, I do. Every now and again, I want to do something nice for someone else. And I'm like, listen, I can lose a couple minutes of sleep to help you out. Like, pay it forward. You help someone else out. One of those type deals. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's why I didn't drink anything tonight, because I got to get up in the middle of the night. I did drink an energy drink, which probably wasn't the best thing. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to catch up because I was talking. All right, Jessica says, "Geez, put the floor sure one at least." Jessica says, "All right, I'm off to clean up and get things ready for the morning. Good night, y'all. Good night, Jessica. Thank you so very much." Deshaun says, "You got an hour left in you." No, I gotta go to sleep, man. Maybe we'll hang out till, I won't say we hang out till midnight because I got to get up at 3:15, 3 o'clock to go and to do this battery thing. Kara says, "Almost time for me to get off too. Have a great night, and thank you, Dash, for supporting my dad the way that you do. It means a lot to him." Well, thank you, Karis. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your appreciation. Seriously, I don't take it lightly. I like him. I like your dad. Even when we don't get along and don't agree, I like him. Except there's a couple things that I don't like. Anyway, so Karis, thank you so very much. Adam and Jessica, I greatly appreciate all of you guys. And Karis, nice meeting you. Randy said, "I killed this night. I have slab of ribs and an air fryer. I'm getting better at it." Okay. No problem, Karis. Seriously. Here's your open invitation to come back and hang out with us. And when you come in, you just have to wave the flag like, "Hey, I'm here." So I can tone down the jokes, for a lady and for an underage, for a minor. Gosh. Yeah, there are times when this conversation, woo, buddy. I'm a family channel, but man, I have no filter sometimes. So thanks again, seriously. But like I said, I did not drink anything tonight because I need to get up in 3 hours to go help this man with this battery. So I'm hoping I put the battery on the charger right before I started the live stream, and I'm hoping that it is going to be charged. I told him I would check it after the live stream, so I was figuring 2 hours. We're still talking, so I will check the battery when I end the live stream, and then, like I said, I'm gonna get up and go to his house and try to get the battery installed. He ran out of fuel and he cooked the battery trying to get the car to start after he ran it out of fuel. So I'm hoping that the battery does the trick, and we can kind of go from there. Gonna have one more beer and a little sip, then I'm gonna sleep like a baby. Still be grumpy at 9 o'clock at 9 at work. Yeah. Captain Newbie says, shh. Yeah, well, look, a good heart will always shine through. Well, thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Nah, man, like every now and again, I try to do, I try to do good things for people, and I mean, not for nothing. He is a friend of the family. He's a patron. He is a supporter of this channel, and he's one of you guys. Like, if I can help you guys cook something, I will. You guys have seen that there's some of you guys who watch some of the repair videos. I mean, you guys saw me do the brakes on my wife's van not too long ago. What, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? And I mean, I think I'm pretty mechanically inclined. So they trusted me. They thought of me, and they said, "Hey, is there any way you can come and maybe help us figure out what's wrong with it?" And I went over there. I got on my dirty work clothes and went over there and tried to help him out. And I'm like, let's diagnose this thing. So I drove Vanna over to his house, and I hooked Vanna up to the car, and that battery was smoked. It was dead. Alex says, "Thanks, Dash, and everyone in the chat. I appreciate all the info and good talks." Well, thank you, Alex. Definitely appreciate you coming in and saying hi first before you inundate us with questions. I seriously, I give you guys grief about it, but it's just one of those things, It's like, you gotta butter me up before you try to bend me over, alright? That's all. Captain Newbie says, "I love the repair videos." Well, Captain Newbie, Russ, man, I wish everyone was the same. It's like, some people are like, you do other things than barbecue? How dare you post this on this barbecue channel? Like, I'm like, seriously? You're giving me grief because I, I'm like, hey, I know I can't be the only person that does brakes on my wife's vehicle. Like, I can't cook food all the time. Karis says, all right, I'm signing off. Thanks again. No problem. Karis, thank you so very much again. It was really nice to meet you. Tell your parents they've done good. They've done well, okay? Look. Captain Newbie says, oh my god, multifaceted because life, you bastard! Shakes fist. Ah! How dare you know how to do other things than cook delicious barbecue? Ah! No problem, Karis. Yeah, I mean, Russ, dude, like, it's like, all right, I made smokers, I've made grills, and they're like, oh my god, you like this is how Adam, this is why Adam is like, you're a welder. I'm not a welder. I can, yeah. Goodness gracious. Hey, Jimmy says, okay night, guys. I hope everyone has a great night. Talk soon, Dash. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Definitely appreciate you hanging out, and like I said, we will talk this week. You know, yeah. Daniel says, "Good man. I try to use the skills I have to help others who may not have the same skills." That's exactly it. I try to, do the same. Daniel, I definitely try to pay it forward. It's one of those things where, it's funny. So speaking of this, right? So yesterday, I was in Walmart. I think it was yesterday. If it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. So I was in Walmart. And I was looking for double-sided tape. And I'm looking for double-sided tape. I'm molding my wife's van. It came off. I got to put it back on. Anyway, I was looking for double-sided tape. And I overheard a couple. And there was a couple in the aisle. And they were looking at lighting fixtures and ceiling fans. Like lighting fixtures that you would put, like boom, up there. Or ceiling fans. So I heard it was a guy and a girl, and the girl was like, oh, we can change out one of these light fixtures. It's pretty simple. I think it's pretty simple. And the guy was like, yeah, I think I could do the light fixture, but I don't know about a ceiling fan. And my immediate knee-jerk reaction was to tell him, like, dude, they're not that hard. Like, they're really not. Like, I've gotten to the point where I've changed, if not once, almost twice, almost all of the ceiling fans in this house, right? And like, I don't even turn off the breaker anymore. I just turn the switch off, so it's not hot. But yeah, I've just gotten to that point. So I walked past them and I heard them talking about the inability to put up a ceiling fan. And then I got my tape and then I walked past them again, and they were still kind of talking about it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stop and I'm going to say something. So I said to him, I said, listen, I said, I was ear hustling and I heard you talking about ceiling fans. And I said, I said, you know what? I said, every now and again, I said, we all need a bit of confidence. And I said, I'm going to instill a bit of confidence in you right now. And he looked and he was kind of like, really? And I said, I heard you talking about the ceiling fans. And I said, to be completely honest with you, the hardest thing about putting up a ceiling fan is having your hands above your head while you're working. I said, your hands are going to get tired, your arms are going to get tired. And he chuckled, and him and his girlfriend or lady friend, whatever, I said, they chuckled, right? And I said, listen, I said, if it's the first time doing the ceiling fan, I said, I'm talking to him, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, you're going to probably want to have to get her help because you're going to inevitably forget something while you're up on a ladder or up on a stool, and you don't want to have to keep climbing up and down. I said, but just be safe about it. Turn off the breaker, and then you don't have to worry, or you shouldn't have to worry, as long as things are wired correctly. I said, you shouldn't have to worry about electrocuting yourself. I said, even if you do, it's not like you're going to paralyze yourself. I'm like, home electricity is just like, I said, it's like touching a 9-volt battery to your tongue. I said, but if you feel it in your fingers, So he laughed again. And I was like, listen, I said, it's not that hard. I said, you can probably watch a video on YouTube and it'll tell you exactly how to change the ceiling fan. I said, but most likely in your ceiling you have a junction box. You take everything out, you'll be left with 2 wires, maybe 3 wires. I said, you put your ceiling fan kind of has a bracket or a base. It connects to that junction box, and then you hang the fan, and then you kind of assemble everything the way you need to. You assemble the base of the fan, then you put the blades on, and then you put your light fixture up. Easy peasy. And he looked at me and he's like, it's not that hard. Nope, it's not that hard. I said, I've replaced a lot of ceiling fans in my time. I said, it's not that hard. I said, here is my confidence instilled in you. And he kind of like, you know, he's shaking his head and he looks at his girl, and I'm like, hopefully I made an impact. So, you know, every now and again, you know, you can talk to a stranger and you can be that confidence. You can instill that confidence. So, yeah. Laura's back. All right. Randy says, intelligence leaks out over everything. Nice. It's almost 1 p.m. Captain Newbie says, electrician, 12 years. Says, yep. Yeah, this is a while. How many times have you gotten zapped, Russ? Just hope he's okay. What up, Charles? How you doing? Charles, don't give me grief. I picked my beard out, but it's not, I didn't straighten it. And I did shape it up the other day, but it's been a couple days since I shaped it up. I could reshave my head too. I'm starting to get the stubble on my head. How's everything with you, Charles? Man, this is what happens when I hang out later and later. We get folks that are on the West Coast that get time to check in. I learned on the ceiling grid one time. That was fun. There was that first day. Yeah. Faded on the side. So, Charles, I do actually, we go to the barbershop tomorrow. But I actually don't mind my beard being a little thicker on the side. It is thicker on the side than it is, it's thinner on the side than it is in the front and down the underneath. So, but I prefer it fuller. But that's just me. John says, okay, master electrician for 27 years, 120 volts can kill the right or wrong. Yes, 120 volts can kill in the right or wrong circumstances. John, from what I understand, it's not necessarily the voltage, it's the amperage that can cause problems. Most home circuits are like at most 15, 20 amps. So, yeah. All right. Justin says, good night from Los Angeles. Time to figure out dinner. Jeez, man. It's almost 9 o'clock. Goodness gracious. Charles says, just had some shredded chicken this week. Nice. All right. He said he just got out of church. Well, that's what's up. Charles, man, I tell you, almost every time I do chicken, I think of you, man. He was like, how do you do chicken? I showed him how to do chicken, and it was like, all right, pew, never to be seen or heard from again. Ceiling fan and burn the house down. Holy cow, Randy, that's no good. No bueno. KB says, I'm the only one still eating 4th of July apple pie every night. Probably not. Papa Bear says, Deshaun and Grumpus, he said he's looking forward to more LSG videos. Laura says it's 9:52 where she is. Are you signing autographs? Not really. I've seen, you know what? I met somebody who was crazy. I was in the Pew Pew store the other day, last Friday, and I was walking out. And as I was walking out, this guy was walking in, and he looked at me and he was like, yo, you do barbecue? I do. He was like, yeah, I've seen your videos on YouTube. I'm like, oh, you have you? He's like, yeah. So I shook his hand, I introduced myself, and he was like, man. He was like, I didn't know you were into this stuff too. Oh, yeah. I said, you've obviously never caught a live stream. And I said, sometimes we talk about the pew-pews on a live stream, for sure. And we got to talking about barbecue, talking about pew-pew stuff, and it was a good time. So I gotta actually look up this number and link up with him. But if he was in the store on the day when I was in the store, he was either picking something up or he might be in the store the same day next week or same day this week to pick something up. Captain Newbie says, too many times, which is scariest, was standing on top of the six-foot ladder on the top of a rolling crane at 480 volts. I would have fell to my death. Holy cow. I can see talking about electrical work. I've been shocked by 180 and 242 one of those electric helium advertising bulbs. Really? John says it only takes 100 milliamps to be lethal. Send the rain my way, Grumpus, Laura says. Grumpus on cookies. Oh boy, here we go. Laura is not going to let this go. So, Grumpus. Earlier tonight, we were talking about crunchy, so hard baked or soft baked cookies. Where do you stand on hard baked or soft baked cookies? If I had to guess, Grumpus is going to say he prefers crunchy cookies. If I just guessing. Captain Newbie says you should say because you were in Maryland and he recognized you and he had to buy a box of Alamo. Yeah. Nah, man. Shoot, I wish. Nah, I'm not taking advantage. Wait, pew pew and barbecue? I just went full on schoolgirl. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, buddy. And then, you know, it's so funny because I was telling him, I was like, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. I this 22 and that 22 and this 22 and that 22. I mean, I think I almost have double digit 22, like 22 LRs. Like, seriously. I didn't intend it to be that way, but with the ease that I was able to get 22 last year, I'm gonna say ease, yeah, within reason, but with the ability to get 22, it made sense for me to get 22 and to train, if you will, on 22 or with 22 LR. So I picked up a bunch of 22 last year, a bunch of them. And I've been having fun plinking away with the 22s. I even sit at home. I have a Ruger American. It has a threaded barrel and with a suppressor and some quiet ammo. What? I sit in the garage and bing, bing, bing. Oh yeah, buddy. When I got shot with the 240, they tell me I was screaming. I didn't remember it all. I was being shocked. The only thing I could think about was to kick the wall to get off of it. I could imagine. Let's see here. We have so much rain here. It's not funny, Randy says. Yeah, well. I'm trying to check what is going on. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate you. So, here's the thing. We're just gonna get that person and kind of. Yes. Look at that, Laura. He said he prefers soft and warm cookies. See? I knew I liked them. Justin said before I go, soft cookies. Laura, you are in the minority. You and Russell are in the minority. Randy said I had 14,800 volts run through my leg, hand, and on my right foot. It was shocking. I see what you did there. Deshaun said I got electrocuted installing a ceiling fan myself. He said it wasn't that bad. Yeah, I installed some ring cameras, some hardwired ring cameras. And I was up probably 15 feet or so off the ground, and I touched the hot wire because I didn't even turn the switch off. Like I touched the hot wire, the hot positive, and I felt it. I was like, ooh, that's what that feels like. It was just a tingle. Ooh, yes, indeed, man, John. We not even gonna talk about it. So the the BBs, definitely the quiet ammo. Whoa, buddy. Yes, indeed. Uh, Randy said I can laugh now. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Got the newbie says more cookies for us. Yeah, more burnt cookies for y'all. Shoot. Soft cookies for me, but I won't turn down a crunchy one. I will. My teeth. I was just like I would need to out now. Here, Russ. Here we go. If I had a crunchy cookie, sorry, this I'm 3 hours now. So don't be mad at me, Laura. If I had a crunchy cookie, I would then really like something to dunk it in. And if I dunked it in something, it would probably be coffee. Just that would probably be my go-to. I'm not a real big cookies and milk type person, and coffee just sometimes is the drink or the beverage that I have available. Yeah, even tea. Charles says, please send her into Cali. We're in a drought. Like always. John said, holy crap. I kissed 13.8 kV once, and that was scary. Now me, da 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 da. So, gosh, I can imagine. KB says, I can eat a whole pack of Oreos. I can build a snowman too. Shoot. Who can't eat a whole pack of Oreos? It's like, popping the top on some Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. Let's see. Charles has changed the topic. He said to the topic of wood. Out here in California, we normally do not get any type of oak, any type of oak. Start a competition blend from B&B that had post oak in it, plus a couple other stuff in it. All right. How'd you like it, Charles? Just burnt as cookies. I like rye chips as child in what? Garadettos? The heck? What, John? Grumpus a chocolate chip with pecans. Oh, and a smoker. Can I get an amen? A chocolate chip? You had me there. No nuts, man. The running joke with me is I have enough nuts. I don't. It's one of those things where if I have something and I can avoid putting nuts in it, I will. If I have something and it's like, oh, it's a dessert and it has nuts in it, I'm on the fence. It depends on my mood whether I will eat it with the nuts or I will just pick the nuts out. I'm not allergic or anything. I just don't. My preference is no nuts. Sad post oak was extremely good. Even prefer to get just post oak. Well, Charles, you see and hear all these folks talking about post oak in Texas, and I won't say it's a shame, but it really is. It boils down to geographics and what is in your area. What is in your area is obviously quite possibly is not the best thing for you to be cooking with, but when or if you get some post oak or just some straight oak in that area, you probably are loving life. The majority of the trees out where you are they like pines or pine related, like that the softwoods? I'm not sure what type of woods you would have in your area. Charles said wood. Oh yeah. I'm not charging you for an autograph, man. So webcam CEO, this is what I need you to do. Shoot me a message on Instagram. I am on Instagram at Steel Drum Smokers. Shoot me your address. You send me your address, I'll send you some stickers. Alright? Webcam CEO, and this goes for any and everybody. Shoot me an address on Instagram. Steel Drum Smokers. just send me a DM and say, hey, can you send me some stickers, please? And I will send you a sticker or send you some stickers. And I usually write a personal note like, hey, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, all of those things. And so, yeah, webcam CEO, boom. Let me since I was sitting in install in front of an outlet, 120 volts, mind you. My first day, no training, every way, not to touch. I did left hand and right hand. Oh, roll me up in an upside down position, and my coat pockets empty to the floor. No kidding. Wow. Randy said bacon wrapped double stuffed Oreos were so sweet. I ended up throwing away half of what I cooked. What? Laura's so funny. Johnson's Post Oak is one of my go-to. Tough to get in the Midwest. Yeah. Got to get out of here in Northern California. It's not Post Oak, just oak. A lot of wood here is almond though. I just go with the oak and grab a little bit of almond sometimes as well. Okay. So Deshaun, so the oak that you're probably cooking with is probably like a white oak. I don't know if you have any red oak. But from what I understand, oak is like the weather. There's so many different types or varieties of oak that people just kind of stop naming them and or stop calling them out and just started label them all as oak. Charles says the pillow is B&B competition blend with pecan, cherry, and post oak. The pillow or the pellets, I guess maybe. The wood chips were amazing, but I would truly love to try just oak. So Charles, I would suggest you look up an arborist. An arborist is a tree service. So look up a tree service in your area and see if any of them offer, oak. Plain and simple. Victor says I help folks all the time in stores. In fact, when I see that look of confusion on their faces, I just ask if I can help. Yeah, Victor, sometimes though you gotta be careful. Well, I live in a different area than you do, but sometimes you have to be careful. You never know, somebody's having a bad day and the last thing they want to do is talk to somebody. So you helping somebody versus me helping somebody might be a little different. But like I said, you never know. You never know. So sometimes you have to be careful. Just saying. Sorry, Laura. I started my day this morning at 4:15 and it is now almost midnight. Oh, is it after midnight? It's after midnight. So, yeah. Ooh. Thanks, Russ. I'm not reading that one. Oh. Stop it! Don't talk about it. We don't say the Y word. Charles says primarily we use cherry, apple, and hickory. So I love some cherry and I love apple. If I could do without hickory, but then again, I also have access to oak. I prefer oak because majority of the wood that I get is oak. I don't know specifically what variety of oak, but yeah. The newbie or KB, I'm sorry. I see what you did there. I'm sorry. Yeah, it wasn't Russell. It wasn't you that time. Randy says night. Yeah. Good night. Yeah, it's to that point where, yeah. Grumble said he helped a young couple pick out their first brisket Saturday. Got 2 new subs as a result. Nice, Grumpus. So was that 102? No. KB. Alright, he was in HEB. Man, I wish I had HEBs. Oh man. It would make All right, I'm gonna let this live stream go to 3 hours and then I'm done. I am spent. I am punch drunk. Obviously, I keep saying and doing the Y word. So it is time for me to log off. So look, we got about a minute left. Anybody want to say something nice? Yeah, just something nice. Let's see, John says, when I was looking for side work back in the day, I would hang around the electrical section at Lowe's or Home Depot and wait for the person looking to upgrade their fuse box to breakers. Nice. KB, it is your fault. You said... Yeah, it's like... It's subliminal at this point. You can't even mention it. Laura says, crunchy cookies, eh? No! John says, love your channel, my man. Well, thank you very much, John. I appreciate you. Definitely don't be a stranger. Definitely come back and hang out. Make sure you come and hang out in the comments and things like that. And I am so sorry. I typically I post the video that is going to be tomorrow in the live stream, but I got kind of I got sidetracked and I didn't post it earlier, so now I usually end out the video, or when I'm coming close to an end, I post the video for tomorrow on the live stream as a thank you for those of you guys who have been hanging out towards the end of the live stream. So you'll get to watch that video ahead of other people. Not everyone, but other people. So thank you guys so very much. Definitely appreciate it. All right, webcam CEO, the ball is in your court. Shoot me a message. John says good night. KB says second. Oh, buddy. Oh, boy. Yeah, Instagram, Steel Drum Smokers. Shoot me a message and I'll get something out to you soon. I can't guarantee that it'll be like today or tomorrow, but yeah. Laura says she loves to bug me. Wimbledon. That's tennis. And that's a W, not a Y. Anyway, nice hanging out tonight. Keep up the good work. Thanks for the videos and information, Daniel says. He's like, soft cookies! See? Victor says, I'll give in and say moist, chewy chocolate chip cookies. If dry or hard milk can revive a cookie most of the time. Yeah. Well, man, thought you were going to suck us in on that one. Nah. Much love. Suck. Alright. I'm good. I'm done. John's like, balls in your court. Yep. Oh, Wimbledon. I get it now. Sorry, I'm spent. Alright, KB says cheers. Steven says good night, y'all. Have a great week and be good, people. Yes, indeed. Alright, guys, I am gone. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Really appreciate you you hanging out. And don't forget, I'm gonna post it one more time. Tomorrow's video, there's the link, so you guys check it out. Alright, guys, thanks again. I'll see you next time.